just to get the best deal.
We've got $15,000 off Ram HDs this month. Ram half-tons start at just $35,900, or you can get 0% financing.
And don't forget Wranglers. They have 0% financing and start at $35,000. Take the short, beautiful drive to Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram in Benton.
Or visit us online at chriscranecars.com.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Millar golfwear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-374-0758 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-374-0758. That's 800-374-0758. What do you have to lose? Call 800-374-0758. Again, 800-374-0758.
You're in the zone. Arkansas's longest-running midday sports talk show. Coming to you live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
With your hosts, Justin Acree and Phil Elson on the Buzz Radio Network.
Feels so unlike everybody else, alone in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote. His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds. The skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear. Cause Ryan was ill. Who would have thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse. This dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots. His stocks through the roof. I heard him with that
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Call him Ryan, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike. Got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a nihilist porcupine. He's the type women wanna be with, and rappers hope he gets 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, this is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of that comes out of this kid's throat. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth that doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's leaving proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note, he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those other fellas he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How did they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated concentrated power of will. 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
With the 34th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Malik Thomas from the University of Arkansas.
Well, welcome into the zone, an acre-free zone on a Thursday, our second edition of an acre-free zone with me, Phil Elson, and him, the one and only Moose producing. Hey. We got Pigskin Preacher, who's filling in as our co-host for today, and you hear the words of one of two Razorbacks that were selected in the NBA draft in the second round yesterday, one after the other.
Back-to-back
Came
Jacks.
as a bit of a surprise, did it not? Did I see that's only the second time that's ever happened in NBA history? Where players selected back-to-back out of the same school?
I did see that we were the one of two teams to have two go in the first 35 of this draft.
That's pretty.
Who was the other one?
I missed it.
I think they had something to do with cutting down nets at the end of the
It's
season.
probably Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a softball over the heart of the plate, Moose.
I assume that was it.
I figured you'd turn on it and barrel it.
So how much do we get to talk before we have to get to Dusty May?
I was going to say, I mean, enjoy it while you got it, right?
Man, I'm still sad. I was on the show Monday filling in for Baz, and Christian told me, said, Pigskin, you're not going to want to hear this. I said, well, then don't tell me. And he told me.
He broke the news to you?
He did.
Right then?
He told me. I was so sad. I'm like, oh, man, not that.
Do you believe that he left because of tampering accusations, or do you think he left
that,
because he just got sick of college basketball?
Michigan coaches have had a great year of being good stand-up men. There's no way there's any of that could be going on. A Michigan man would never, right?
If you want me to go steal your signs, boy, I will. So don't be instigating anything. No, I think he was tired of this because they said right after he won the national championship, he was talking to a reporter who said, I couldn't even enjoy it because everything is about roster management. And I think the guys that just want to be around basketball and coach get kind of sick of having to kiss up to everybody to keep them. So
it starts the minute after.
It does.
Yeah.
That's why Saban quit.
Saban said the same thing.
You think Saban had it in his heart to tell this kid, we guarantee you a starting spot? Saban's like, you can compete, but if you don't play, you don't play.
I think he also saw he wasn't going to be able to hoard great talent. Like
he couldn't
used
go
to be
5
able to.
stars, 3 deep at every position. That's exactly
It
right.
also makes you wonder a little bit, like, what's the thing that keeps John Calipari, that keeps his good buddy Tom Izzo still doing it after all these years and all this success, and really not much left to prove other than maybe trying to win that second national championship?
I think that's what it is for Izzo. Izzo had to be, as depressed as I was Monday hearing the news, Izzo and those Michigan State people were jumping for joy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, we can win the league again. We can maybe win the national title again. So, anyway.
Well, a little bit of Michigan stuff before we get into the Arkansas stuff, I guess. It's great to see Malik get selected. I did think – now, the NBA draft for me, especially the second round, is just so confusing.
It is.
I think out of the picks, all but one of them was traded.
I noticed
all
that.
But one
all
of them
traded.
I can't
I'm like,
follow this kind of thing.
And when I wasn't watching, you're a basketball sicko if you're watching the second round of the NBA draft.
The first round was interesting.
Yeah.
The second round was unwatchable.
Well, I mean, you're
Unless
just
you
blowing
get
through it
picked.
a little quicker. Yeah. But when I just went to ESPN on my app to see if he had gotten drafted, the Sacramento Kings logo was there next to Malik, and I was like, awesome. Are you kidding me? They're going to get to play together? But it was via trade with Cleveland. And so they went to Cleveland. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? And then Brazil right after, it was the Spurs logo.
They had the Spurs logo. I'm thinking, what?
I know.
And they just
Going
draft
to
a couple
the
of big guys
runner-up,
anyway?
yes.
And I was like, post the logo of the team. You know who they're going to. Why on earth would the other logo be on
I'm
there?
so
That's
glad that
dumb.
you experienced it the way that
Yes.
I did too, because I was home making dinner and flipping back and
Yes.
forth between World Cup and the second. I guess I just wanted to see the Hogs get drafted.
Right.
So after Malik gets drafted, I think, well, it's going to be a little bit until Brazil has his name called. So I go put my back to the TV, start washing some dishes to get ready to put dinner together, and then I hear Brazil's name. I look back over there, and there's the Spurs logo. You saw it exactly the same time I did. It was like, what? They just drafted two big guys in the first round. They've got the biggest guy in the entire NFL, and they just drafted the pterodactyl.
Yeah,
of course,
why?
it's not what happened.
I think Malik has got a shot to be a really good contributor down the
Agreed.
line. If you can shoot, shooting translates.
Yes.
And he can shoot.
And the type of team that they're playing, I mean, Harden, Mitchell, he's going to learn a ton from those two.
And there's going to be some open shots because
Yes.
everybody else is going to help out on those guys, and he's going to be the guy knocking down the three.
Or he's going to come in when one of them is tired and have the other one still on the floor with him. Yeah, he's in an awesome spot.
Now it's
they both are.
Now it's contractually obligated that I cannot root for anybody from Cleveland at anything.
In anything?
I know he doesn't root for Cleveland.
I don't care
Being a
about
Pittsburgh
Cleveland.
guy.
No,
I hate
no.
Cleveland.
There's no basketball.
There's no NBA
Yeah.
team in Pittsburgh.
The fish that saved Pittsburgh.
That doesn't count. The Pisces don't count. Pittsburgh. It doesn't count. Pittsburgh is the last city on earth that should have a professional basketball team.
That's probably right.
So yeah, sometimes we did root for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You never
have even
rooted for
rooting
the Browns, though.
I rooted for the Indians.
You rooted for the Indians?
Because before interleague play, well, you could root for an American League team.
I dislike the Indians so much. I rooted for the Braves against them in the World Series.
But those were likable teams.
And
those '90s Braves.
I love
90s
Kenny.
Indians.
I love Kenny Lofton. I
Should be
wish
a Hall
we'd
of
have had
Famer.
Kenny Lofton.
It's the one team I can't root for over there are the Browns.
Yeah.
Just can't do it.
No, you can't.
Can't do Ohio State either.
No.
And there is no major college football in the city of Cleveland or major college basketball, now that I think of it.
One of these days, the Browns are going to win a Super Bowl.
No,
I'm
they're not.
probably
No.
not. I'm not going to be alive to see it, Phil. It's going to be in the future. And they're going to have a parade to end all parades, those boneheads in Cleveland. So I wish
booze
them
will
well
flow
after
like
I'm
wine.
dead and gone. Yes.
Well, of course, and they end up their one World Series championship in the last 80 years. It turns into a forgotten championship because it's the year after the strike, 95. The Browns haven't even sniffed the Super Bowl since Ernest Biner fumbled.
And just traded their best
soon.
player in ages.
That's so much fun. As a Steelers fan, that is so much fun.
Verse is good. Jared Verse is good, but still, he's not.
Garrett is a
He's not Myles
problem.
Garrett,
He's
yeah.
just a problem. Man, how do you
Well,
block the
and then
guy?
there's the Cavs, where you're always going to be associated with a player who still won more titles somewhere else in LeBron. Always. You know? And
almost felt like it was not a favor, but like they hated him. They burned his jersey.
Yes.
And then he came back, won
Right.
him, and then bounced again.
the most famous moments in that franchise history is the burning of the LeBron James jerseys when they drafted him the first time, and Michael shot over Elo.
Did you read Scott Robb's book about LeBron called The Blank of
No.
Akron?
No.
It's a word that's kind of it's impolite to use in mixed company. I wouldn't use it, but it was a pretty interesting book. And he hated LeBron when he left, and then LeBron came back and was like, all's forgiven.
Loved
I'm
him.
like,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
that wasn't real hatred.
Well,
then.
a championship is all it takes.
Well, you do have some sound from Malik. I was able to find some from the post-draft press conference. He had a lot more to say than Acuff did. Acuff's just very, shall I say, selective with his words.
bit low key.
Malik is a little bit more talkative.
Yeah.
So here's Malik Thomas on his game translating into the NBA.
What part of my game that I'm gonna bring to the NBA level? My defense intensity, being very intense on defense, being one with five out there, making sure that I got my teammates back just like they got mine on defense, and then my offense game, in my opinion, kind of speak for itself. I'm gonna shoot the skin off the ball. And then I really feel like it's going to be a hard time guarding me when it comes to defenders in the league.
I love that the first thing he brings up is his defensive intensity.
That's
Because
good.
that was something Justin even mentioned earlier in the week when we talked about Malik, and it's a little difficult to tell sometimes like who was good and who wasn't good defensively on the Arkansas basketball team. You know, Acuff, and I kind of question whether
Tell
or not
Billy was. That was it.
it was a matter of can he play defense, or do they just want him to focus on being a point guard offensively? Thomas, you could tell, can play defense with that length, get into the passing lanes a little bit. You'd be able to guard some of the wings, I think, in the NBA, if not some
Defense
of the really
travels,
taller
Phil.
ones.
You got to play defense. In every sport, you got to play defense.
But you got to play defense, but if you're playing in the NBA and you're a wing guy, you also have to be able to, in Malik's words, shoot the skin off the ball.
Well, we got about 13 minutes of Acre Free Zone today, but
Is he here now?
He wants to fill us in. What's going on in the World Cup, brother?
Yes, Justin Acre is in Kansas City.
Justin.
I can only imagine what might be going on in the background there.
Let me
What
text
do you
him.
think
I'm gonna
that
text
is?
him. We'll turn that down. I'm gonna text
What do you think that is? Because I thought he might be at KC Live.
It's
early
somebody
in the
telling
morning.
Justin to wear an orange shirt. And he's like, I don't look good in orange. They're like, nevertheless.
Are you supposed to throw Baileys in your coffee at night, or it's just perfectly fine in the morning too? Hey,
Well,
Justin.
Yeah, it translates.
Justin, you're on the air.
Baby, can you hold this video up? Okay, we got our video on my phone, and I'm holding Natalie's phone trying to talk. We are at KC Live, and there are thousands of Netherlands fans over here. It is an absolute sea of orange, and they've got the stage set up with a couple of hype guys. There's a big guy in a lion outfit up there. I mean, it is just complete insanity, boys. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning. There have been lots of beers consumed already. I thought Iowa State tailgate parties were good back in the day. That is nothing by comparison.
Have you?
We're trying to share the video on our YouTube right now.
Have you gotten an invite to visit any of your new friends in the Netherlands yet?
I can't really hear you. It's so loud. But yeah, this is insane. So it's crazy. We've been all over town, and I came here the other night. Columbia was playing, and there were probably a few hundred Columbian fans in here, but it is literally a-holes and elbows, boys. I mean, it is wall-to-wall orange. It is crazy, and this game doesn't start until 6. So we're going to see how hyped it'll be over at the stadium later today, but right now it is absolutely chaos in here.
You going to make it?
Fantastic.
You going to be standing by then?
We're going to be fine. I'm worried about the rest of it. So here's the thing. So at 11:15, they're going to do the walk from here over to the Fan Fest, which is about a mile and a half. And then God only knows what's going to happen over there once we get there. And then, again, the trip out to the stadium, we're going to go about 2.5 hours beforehand to try to get there on time. But, yeah, it's just nuts, boys.
Okay, are you going to be in the wave? I know you were nervous about that. Are you making the walk with them?
We're going to walk, yeah. We may be on the periphery because I'm afraid. I don't think we're going to get stomped. We're doing okay here. These are the friendliest people on earth, man.
Did you learn the dances?
Did I bring the what?
Did you learn the dances and the chants and stuff yet?
Listen, I can hold a guy's shoulder and jump side to side. That's one we got down.
Easy.
So we're going to do that one for sure. But, yeah, it's just so overwhelming here. It's nuts. But, anyway, but it's cool. I mean, there are actually a lot of Tunisian fans staying at my hotel. So I kind of felt bad to walk around in orange trying to assimilate. I felt bad for the Tunisian fans. But, you know, look, these guys are tied for first in their group. They need to win today. So, you know, we're worried about the weather a little bit. There's some thunderstorms that are forecasted up here in Kansas City. And so hopefully the weather cooperates. We'll see what sticks out.
What a blast, dude.
Have you noticed how big the Dutch people are? They're just huge.
I've been telling them this.
Big strong bone.
I'm Italian.
Yes.
I'm Italian. The Spaniards are big to me. What are you talking about?
On average, it is the tallest country on earth.
You know why? Because they were so
there's
rich.
a guy next to me that's
Milk.
Yeah, there's a guy next to me that's about 6'6", and he's got a hat on that's about 2 feet tall.
Yeah,
Natalie's putting him on video right now.
When we were in Amsterdam, the women were bigger than me. I'm 5'11". I mean, I'm not tiny, but they're just a big, strong bunch of folks, man.
Yep. You should see a couple of defenders.
I'll tell you what, it ain't like Amsterdam. I'll tell you that, Pigskin, although I smelled a lot of weed last night at the Dave Matthews concert.
Hey.
But there's a lot of beer drinking going on, and the Netherlands fans are definitely doing it right. So, again, you know, I saw somebody on Twitter posted, they're like, what is up with Europe? Like, do they get 6 weeks of vacation and have unlimited trust funds? I mean, people are coming over here for a month at a time. It's nuts.
Yes.
It's a much different way of life, yes.
Well, Justin's been living that way of life here in America, but not many other Americans.
But just think about this.
They're all European
Think about this. Like, you guys, hey, 2 days ago, these lunatics were all in Houston. I mean, and they all made the move up here. It's just insane.
Wow. People are going
the same
life-savings,
plane.
too.
It's wild. Anyway, I'm going to let you boys go, but that's what you get. I'll send you some pictures later.
Awesome, brother. Thanks, dude.
Go Orange, brother.
All right, love y'all.
All right, see you, Justin. But I tell you, guys, it's a really good thing. It's a really good thing you got third row seats. If that's the tallest country on earth,
they're huge.
Yeah, and I know that for a fact. So we had the Travelers had a Dutch pitcher in 2011, Luke Van Mil, and he's the tallest player in the history of baseball. 7'1".
Well, keep in mind, when the Dutch East India Company started in 1602, very quickly they became the richest nation on earth. They had unlimited milk, and they didn't know what to do with the milk, so they started making more cheese. So you got a bunch of these little kids over the generations. They're drinking milk, they're eating cheese, they're getting all that high protein, and they just grew and grew and grew. They didn't used to be this big.
They must have all get. This sounds like Wisconsin.
Well, they're big in Wisconsin. You know, Bielema is offensive lineman.
You used the term corn-fed for the middle of America where somebody's gigantic. I think
corn
we should
is
just
good,
go with
but it
cheese-fed.
doesn't have the protein that milk and cheese have. So that's the Dutch are, and they play like that. They're They're big. They're physical. I would love to see the Netherlands win.
They're
They
great.
should have won in '74 with Johan Cruyff.
Oh, people are
but
still
they got
talking
beat.
about that.
Yeah, I'm not over it yet.
They're also resourceful people. I mean, 2/3 of the country would be underwater if it wasn't for the.
You see those locks that they
the
got
dikes
to
and the
keep
locks
North
and the
Sea
dams that
out?
they've
I'm like,
built.
I can't, get the
All
water
real
out of my
reasons
lawn.
to root for the Netherlands tonight.
Yes, Netherlands, go.
They're a fun team.
And just so Justin feels good when he gets back here, you're wearing orange. You're rooting for the Netherlands. You're a I guess he's an honorary Dutchman
Yeah, part
today.
of the wave.
He has to be. This is really cool that he went up there for this trip. I looked at him. I said, "Man, that's awesome."
Thank you for joining us, little buddy. Yeah.
Well, what's the more important aspect of it? Is it
You are a big soccer fan, yes?
is it the Dave Matthews concert? Or
Well,
is
that
it the
probably
soccer
got
match?
him up there because
I
he
think it was
loves
the
Dave
other way.
Matthews.
I think he was looking at soccer and got excited and saw Dave Matthews. He's like, oh, we'll add a day.
I understand that.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, what a blast, man. They are they feature a lot of players from the Premier League, so I get to see a lot of them. They got a few Liverpool players, which is who I support. Yeah, they're a blast. And last World Cup, you mentioned what was the 71-74 one with Cruyff. The last World Cup, they were right there with Argentina in the semis. It went to PKs and they got into it. Those teams hated each other. They were right there to get in the final last year too.
I'll tell you who the Netherlands are. They're Arkansas baseball.
The Buffalo Bills.
They are consistently excellent. They're up there in the top 4 or 5 teams every year, but they haven't broken through and won the big enchilada. But one day they will.
So every 4 years in about late July, is that one of the annual traditions of Netherlands football, is debating whether or not the team manager should be sacked?
Oh, no question.
Yes,
no
100%.
question.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a 6 o'clock kickoff at Kansas City Stadium. Paraguay and Australia at 9 o'clock. That's the same time the United States takes on Turkey. Which I didn't even realize on the commercials and the way the broadcasters are referring to. You have to call them Turkey.
Well, apparently the Democrat Gazette didn't get that because they had today and they called him Turkey.
He's been bringing that
and
up
I'm like,
every
then they
time.
call him the Czech Republic. I'm like, you guys just can't call these people what you want to call them. I mean, there's official names. I mean, I didn't like Turkey. I wasn't in on the meeting. They didn't ask my opinion. But hey, if they're Turkey, they're Turkey.
Doesn't hurt me to call them that, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll go Turkey today as well.
Turkey.
It's just kind of fun to say it anyway.
Oh, it is. It's better than Turkey.
Here's what we got in the zone today on a Thursday. We'll have some open segments, of course, because with an acre-free zone, we want to hear from you a little bit more. 501-661-1037. Texts on the Middleton Heat and Air text line. Live fan feedback brought to you by Rainbow Restoration. Got Pigskin with us throughout the entire show. Of course, Moose as well. We'll have Kevin Bohannon coming on at the bottom of hour number 2. Lots of baseball talk with Kevin. The Major League Baseball draft combine, I believe, is wrapping up today. And there are 7 Razorbacks who are taking part in the draft combine. And then there's also 7 other transfers who've announced for Arkansas for 2027 who are also draft eligible. Some of them are taking part in this combine as well. So we'll get some reports from Cabo on that. Entertainment report, birthday trivia thanks to Brewski, Zach Gillum coming by from Oaklawn, and anything else that we can touch on, including our question of the day. How do you feel about Community America Razorback Stadium? I've got 3 options for you here. 3 very simple options for you. You love it, you hate it, you're just happy it's sold, or you just don't care. You got 4 right for you there. We'll see what you think about when we come back here on The Zone.
Justin Acre from my friends at Oaklawn, and we've got some great things happening in this great month of June. Earn entries every day in June for your chance to win cash prizes for a brand new 2025 Bennington 24 MSP party barge with a Yamaha 200 HP motor and trailer from Futural Marine. The grand prize giveaway is coming up on the 27th, this Saturday. So play your way at Oaklawn and come join the fun. You do have to be an Oaklawn Rewards member, and you can go to oaklawn.com for more information. It's, of course, the place where you can find a 24/7 smoke-free casino, all the fun games, slot machines, live table games, blackjack, roulette, craps, baccarat, and so much more. And they've got great headliner entertainment coming up. We're just a couple weeks out from Sawyer Brown, July 17th. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin evening coming up Friday, August 28th. Amy Grant on September 18th. Cooper Allen's been announced for September. And the Celtic Woman Silver Bells Christmas Tour coming up December 17th. Tickets for those all at oaklawn.com. Book your room. Find out more about restaurants and the spa. It's all at Oaklawn. It's fun year-round, even when the horses are not running. Go to Oaklawn.com for details.
Arkansas's best Chevy dealers presents Kevin Bohannon each week on Drive Time Sports with Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaefer on 103.7 The Buzz. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
This is Sports Center.
The stadium name for Arkansas football was revealed yesterday as it will be called the Community America Razorback Stadium. Community America is a Kansas City-based financial institution. The details on how much money Arkansas is receiving is currently unknown. And the NBA draft wrapped up last night. Both the remaining Hogs saw their names called relatively early in the second round. Malik Thomas was off the board at 34th overall to the Cleveland Cavaliers, while Trevin Brazile went just one pick later at 35th overall to the Denver Nuggets. There were Arkansas's 49th and 50th NBA draft picks ever, respectively, and the 3rd and 4th during the Coach Sean Calipari era. Next up for the NBA is the Summer League, where all 3 Razorbacks should be participating. The Kings with Darius Acuff will play in the California Classic, which will start on July 4th. The Las Vegas Summer League will start on July 9th. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Busy Dog Basement Technologies is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Your heart works hard for you every day. Are you taking care of it? UAMS Health makes it easy with our heart health screening. For just $99, you will receive a heart CT scan, cholesterol and glucose testing, kidney and blood pressure assessments, plus stroke risk screening, all with same-day results. If you're over 35 or have a family history of heart disease, this screening is for you. Healthy heart, healthy you, healthy future. Call UAMS Health at 501-603-1222. That's 501-603-1222.
You're gonna stand there and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, nipsy daisers, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
But Torpedo Joe's Fireworks Superstore does, just 3.5 miles west on Colonel Glenn past Top Golf. Torpedo Joe's is West Little Rock's go-to place for fireworks, including commercial show quality cakes and artillery shells at 10% off discount for Buzz listeners, as well as military, fire, police, and EMTs. And yes, Torpedo Joe's Fireworks Superstore is air-conditioned.
Orange is not your color, and stripes are for zebras. It's criminal not to hire Lion Legal. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of legal lions. When in war, you need the roar. For exceptional communication and exceptional results in all criminal-related legal matters. Hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Justin Acri for FanDuel and Oaklawn Sports. They are partnered up and available right here in the great state of Arkansas. And, of course, the World Cup is going on. Don't know if you heard or not. We talk about it just about every day on the shows. And it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're about to enter the knockout stage. It is the biggest stage in the world this summer, and FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, is changing the soccer game with a feature built for you, the soccer fan, or you, the person who's trying to make a little money. How about that? Sometimes your player gets subbed out and your bet goes with them. And at the end of the pool play, you're going to find probably less and less star time on the field if a team has already punched their ticket into the knockout round. So this is especially important right now. When your player gets subbed out, your bet goes with them. Typically, it can happen at any moment. 1 minute they're out there making chances for you. The next minute they're going to the bench, but not with FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. So when your player leaves the match, your bet automatically continues on with the substitute player. Sounds too good to be true, but it's all too real. Go to FanDuel.com/Arkansas to get started now. FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, you must be 21 and up and present in Arkansas. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Let's get back to more of the show in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with your hosts, Justin Acri and Phil Elson.
Just say it'll be good, man.
It'll be good, man. On the Buzz Radio Network.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel.
Exciting day for our athletic program and our university. This has been a long time coming.
for us to be able to rename Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium, and what an incredible partner that we have found in Community America Credit Union. One that I think fits what we stand for, the hard work, the community aspect of their name, Community America, and they want to be engaged and activate that partnership and be truly a partner with our athletic program. And then this is going to benefit our department and our student athletes for years to come.
It's Athletic Director Hunter Yurachek at yesterday's announcement, which came about an hour and a half after the official announcement from the communications department about Community America Razorback Stadium. So do you like the name, or do you hate it, or do you just not care? And it's interesting looking on the poll, guys, that is on our 1037 The Buzz X account right now. We've got 4 options: love it, hate it, just glad it's sold, or doesn't matter to me. And right now, it doesn't matter to me is what leads the poll.
And we kind of talked about this yesterday. That was my question to you and Coach Kelly was, do you expect fans to, I mean, our fans are going to have opinions on everything, sure. It doesn't really roll off the tongue, but that was my question, was like, are people going to have strong feelings about this? Does it matter? If they're paying, they're paying. I mean, in my opinion, it could be, I don't know, it could be Adam and Eve sex shop Razorback Stadium, and I'm in.
That would be an interesting anagram, too.
If they're bringing millions, I'm in, dude. Yeah.
I can't wait to see the gift shop at that stadium.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, you got $800 worth of souvenirs. Don't ask.
Is that a stadium
what
has?
They give each locker room is waiting a beautiful little red and white bag.
Well, it's also one side of the locker room would be the head shop, and the other side would be the toy shop.
Exactly.
It's not like I've ever been in any of these places before, so what do I know?
Knew that, yeah. But yeah, I mean, seriously, it cannot matter if the whole point was to get money and they got the money. My only question on that would be, did you get the most you could out of it? And if they did, cool. If, that would be the only complaint I would have, is if someone else was going to give you more money, but there's no way, right? They pick who's going to give you the most. The end.
They're forcing media organizations to FOIA to get the dollar figure. The whole idea of holding on to a competitive advantage. I understand that. You don't want to release the dollar figure because, well, that lets the rest of the world of college football know what you're selling your naming rights for. But it's going to come out eventually. But that's now going to be on all of the journalists to get that thing out there. That is the number one piece of information.
So,
it's not necessarily the name of the stadium or how long it is. I guess the length of the contract does matter too, but what are you getting on an annual basis?
So what's the timetable until that figure leaches out?
I don't know how long it takes for a FOIA request to get granted and then fulfilled.
By the end of the year, certainly.
I would bet you by the end of the month
Wow.
this starts coming out. Because
Okay.
I mean, you get FOIA requests for basketball contracts for like scheduling games, and I mean that's about a month after I think the contract was signed. When the Democrat at least prints this, and this is going to be information everybody's very, very interested in.
Todd's got a thought on this. Todd, how you feeling about the naming rights, brother?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, guys. My opinion on the naming rights is kind of, ambivalent. I don't have an opinion on it. I can't imagine, though, and I guess maybe I need to talk to you guys about this. I mean, as a business, you guys are a radio station, right?
Yes.
Last time I checked.
And your business, your business is to announce Arkansas Razorback athletics, it seems like to me, more than anything else. And yet, in Signal Media, I guess y'all are, a privately owned company?
None of your business.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So now I'm
FOIA me.
saying, I'm like, why do you guys want to insert yourself in the University of Arkansas like that? And you get on Hunter Yurachek, and you get on all this other stuff, and it's like stirring a pot. And for what? I mean, you got somebody sponsoring you. You got somebody giving you money, NIL money. Who knows what all they're giving you? But what gets me is I'm kind of like the guy that just mentioned on the radio just a second ago that, hey, it could be Ann's Sex Shop, and I'd be okay with it.
That's me.
As long as they were getting benefit from it. But yet you stir it and you make an issue out of it for what? I mean, I guess viewership has some importance, but don't you have advertisers? I guess one of your advertisers is Simmons Bank, right?
Sure. Yeah, what do you mean?
And so Simmons Bank is an advertiser. So you guys are stirring the pot against a competitive bank.
Or
no. Are you just
no? Hold on one second here, Todd. Todd. Wait 1 minute here, Todd. We're not going to get into a shouting match over this. Is this an accusation that we are quote unquote stirring the pot over a conversation of the most famous that hosts the largest crowds in the entire state on a sports radio station that discusses Arkansas football and a naming rights deal that we were led to believe is supposed to be groundbreaking in some way? I mean, this isn't really stirring the pot. This is just talking and asking a question. How do you feel about the naming rights? Nobody here's criticizing the new name of the stadium. We're asking questions. You seem to be accusing us of stirring the pot for a reason to cause a problem.
Well, then let me go into why I feel and what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
And what I'm saying, I guess, is you've got a company. They come down. Well, I don't care who they are. They sponsored the Chiefs, and the Chiefs went from 50 years of not being in the Super Bowl to 3 Super Bowl championships in 7 years or 8 years. One of your guys yesterday, Phil Ellison, I don't know him that well, but I listened to him, and I'm like, once again, you say it's not stirring the pot, and you want to know, but yet it's crossing lines. I don't get it.
What are you talking about?
And you're
What
doing
line
it with
is
your
being
university.
No, there's nothing that's crossing line here, Todd. I think you called with an agenda to make us up, try to piss us off or something. But I don't get it at all. I have no problem with the name of the stadium.
Just agreed with me.
No problem whatsoever with the name of the stadium. The fact that they've sponsored the Chiefs and the Royals is a good thing to sponsor Razorback Stadium. That shows that they believe sports means something to them. That's how they connected with their people in the Kansas and Missouri market. That's how they're going to connect with the people here in the Arkansas market. Have I said anything negative about Community America Credit Union through those statements?
No, but your University of Arkansas is who you guys deal with, and you're like putting them on the spot, wanting to know information that
they put themselves on the spot by having a football team, Todd. That's why this is talked about. Because they have a football team that 70,000 people sometimes pay to go watch, and over 1 million people watch on television.
You guys have a radio station, right?
You've asked this question
You've asked
twice,
that a lot.
and you called into
the
the radio station. So
here,
yes,
it was a radio station.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So do you guys pay the University of Arkansas to broadcast their games, or do they pay you, or there's no financial give and take?
I don't really think that's worth the price of coffee here in this discussion.
I don't know either, but it might make good discussion. I'm like, well, what the hell? You just bring up stuff out in right field about stuff that
in right field. This is news, man. They
Todd,
did a full
if we're talking right
on it.
field, you are in the parking lot of right field. You're not even in the stadium right now, my man. You're not even in the same city as the stadium.
I don't see the business model, guys. I don't see the business model here.
I'm not sure that you see very much in this discussion.
Yeah. All right, Todd, man. We appreciate you calling in.
Take it easy,
I think
Todd.
we've had
Thank
enough.
you.
Thanks, brother.
If somebody else would like to talk in a real way about this,
Earth just happened.
There was no
You
accusations.
know what I found most interesting about this, besides the name not really rolling off the tongue and being a little bit clunky, that one of the primary guys in this organization is Mahomes' brother?
I just wonder if that's just sort of a, you know what, we'd like Patrick Mahomes to get involved in this.
So we're going to hire his brother or
organization,
something.
So let's bring his brother.
Right.
I have no idea.
Little nepotiz, Mahomes. But I found it interesting because his brother seems like a piece of work.
Dude,
but
he is accused of some really terrible stuff.
Yeah.
Something on video already for that. He just is he's obviously a clown. He has been barred from many places in Kansas City already. Yeah. So I had assumed that it was, the link with Mahomes is already there, with Patrick Mahomes is already there.
Right.
And they, like you said, gave him a little goodwill. And I think it was like, please throw my brother some PR for his, it's essentially community service.
Guys, here's the thing that matters most about this deal. You got a soundbite about Hunter Yurachek on the NIL that is coming from these naming rights.
Todd, listen.
Yeah, there's a carve out for NIL. Obviously, NIL is very important to us, and I think it's important to Community America for them to activate the partnership for the naming rights to the football stadium with our football players. And so we'll take up some of the money from that contract and we'll use it for true NIL opportunities where we'll have our student athletes specifically within our football program market this partnership.
So that will be football specific?
Yes, it will be.
Is there a targeted percentage?
There's not a targeted percentage. We'll continue to see if we can escalate that over the course of time. But we've got to be able to get it through the system. So it's got to be legitimate NIL. It's got to go through the CSC system, and so it's got to be very legitimate. But it's important to us, and it's important to community America that we activate this appropriately.
So that means that this money that would go to NIL has to specifically be used for purposes, I think, of promoting community America. Any money that goes to Razorback football players, because what Hunter's saying there is that the NIL dollars that come from this deal, from the stadium naming rights deal, are for football specifically, not for any other sport. And that's what we and Kevin Kelly were kicking around yesterday. What percentage of this do you think goes to NIL? Is it 80%? Is it 75%? What is it? But it does take a process to get this money legally through the system that's been created, this College Sports Commission. But in order to get that through, I think that the players that benefit from this NIL have to show that they're really doing some sort of promotion or community activities in lieu of Community America Credit Union.
Good luck with that.
I'm sure they can do it. I mean, there's plenty of ways to do this kind of stuff.
Maybe that's the Kawhi Leonard tree company thing. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just that. Put him on the roster a little bit.
You know, and the thing about to Todd's phone call before. You know, and I try to be respectful to everybody that calls in here. Everybody has an opinion about Razorback athletics. Everybody. Not everybody has an opinion about private businesses across the state. And even though Arkansas athletics may not, that very soon they will have a subsidy from the university, it's a public function. That's a public organization. Anything that goes on there is up for discussion, whether it's critical, whether it's glowing, or whether it's just kicking around. What do you think about this? Which is basically what we're doing here. And my name's Phil Elson, Todd, and you were talking to him when you were on the phone.
There's Purvis Ellison and Phil Elson.
And I'm the guy from earlier.
And you're the other guy that said something pretty funny.
501-661-1037 if you'd like to have a real point here on The Zone.
Justin Aker for Gwatney Chevrolet out in Jacksonville, and I have special deals to tell you about in the month of June. And even if you're someone who isn't necessarily thinking about a truck, let me entice you potentially with the deals on Silverados. How about 0% interest on a brand new Silverado from Gwatney Chevrolet for 5 full years? Yes, I said 5 years. 0 interest on new Silverados. But that's not where the deal ends. They also are offering no payments on Silverados for 120 days. So you get behind the wheel today, you don't start paying for it for 120 days, and the 2026 Silverado Crew Cab 4-wheel drive starts at just $46,997. And you're thinking, boy, you know what? That's a pretty darn good deal. But guess what? I even have more. Purchase now and get it done before July 4th, and they're also going to give you a $250 gift card on top of all that, celebrating America's 250th birthday the right way at Gwatney Chevrolet. So, 0% interest for 5 years, no payments for 120 days, and a $250 gift card. Also great deals on tracks and a whole lot more. It's at one place. It's in Jacksonville. Get off of the James Street exit and start saving now at Gwatney Chevrolet. They're online with their entire inventory at GwatneyChevrolet.com.
Welcome to Moe's. Everyone knows that coming into Moe's for our Moe Monday special is the best deal in burritos. But what about those other 6 days? Well, let me introduce the new Moe Value Meal. Junior burrito, side of queso, chips, salsa, and a fountain drink for only $9.99. And the best part? It's available all day, every day at Moe's Southwest Grill. Now here's my daughter Andy Kate with a special reminder.
Remember, kids eat free on Sundays. Welcome to Moe's.
BKC Home Builders are the premier home builders, providing custom builds and remodels. No matter what size your dream is, BKC will walk you through all the phases, from house plans to landscaping, to make your custom home as beautiful as you imagine. The team at BKC will be with you through the entire process. If you're looking for commercial building or remodeling, BKC has your commercial needs covered as well. BKCHomebuilders.com or find them on Facebook. That's BKC Home Builders in Hot Springs.
Celebrate 4th of July savings happening now at the Home Depot with select appliances starting at $398. Plus, get free delivery on appliance purchases of $398 or more, no membership required. Get a Whirlpool fridge with Easy Reach Zone to keep tall items organized and accessible. And upgrade to a washer-dryer tower with UV clean technology to reduce bacteria in the wash without fading fabrics. Shop top brand appliances now at the Home Depot. Offer valid June 17th to July 8th, U.S. only. See store online for details.
Shh, here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. It's so loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
We got the big deals. Summer is here at the Big Lot. If you need a truck or an SUV for the lake this summer, maybe a Jeep for some off-road fun, come see us at the Big Lot.
Folks, we have a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles starting at under $20,000, and our banks work with any credit situation.
You can buy with zero down, and our lenders love saying yes. So come see us at the Big Lot at Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram, Alcoa Road in Benton.
The Big Lock Benton.
I'm Alan LeVar. For more than 30 years, when our Kansans have been injured in a crash, they've heard one simple line: hurt in a car, call LeVar. But it's more than a slogan. It means personal attention from my team. We take on the insurance companies for you, and if you're hurt and can't travel, I'll come to you. Your consultation is always free, always confidential, and there's no fee unless we win. Hurt in a car, call LeVar. Arkansas strong for more than 30 years.
LeVar Law, Injury and Accident Lawyers. Arkansas built, Arkansas trusted.
Justin Anchor for my friends at Cash in downtown Little Rock. Lunch, dinner, special events, they've got you covered across the board. And not a lot of places can say that, but Cash can. And if you are planning a special event for the summer or the fall, now's the time to get on it. And certainly if you've got a holiday party that you want to get on the books, absolutely need to get that done today. 501-850-0265. You're not going to find a better spot for a special event. Upstairs, up to 150 people in that beautiful space, indoor and outdoor, overlooking the river market. And it comes with free valet parking, whether you're there for a special event or for dinner or for lunch. Cash is here to help. Online at cashlittlerock.com, C-A-C-H-E littlerock.com. And I love the fact that they've got lots of different offerings when it comes to lunch. You can get some lighter offerings, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. And then at dinner, if you want fine dining, a special place to take your special someone, Cash is the spot. But again, for special events, they've got the smaller room downstairs that holds about 30, up to 150 upstairs. It's a wonderful dining experience waiting for you at Cash in downtown Little Rock.
Welcome back to The Zone, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with your hosts, Justin Acree and Phil Elson.
I'd listen to that on the radio.
On 103.7 The Buzz.
I'm looking at highlights here from the Major League Draft Combine, guys, of A.J. Evasco. He's a new Arkansas outfielder that came in from the transfer portal. And when I am watching this swing from yesterday at the Draft Combine, I don't think A.J. Evasco is going to be making it to campus, guys. This guy he looks like he's 6'4" in the 220 range. He's got a beautiful swing, and the ball's coming off his bat at 110 miles an hour. That's what makes baseball in college so much different from any of the other sports, is that these guys are draft eligible, and you don't know whether or not they're going to go to the draft or they're actually going to do what they just did, which is sign and play for you. Evasco is one of 7 Razorback transfers that are eligible for the draft. And then you got to worry about how many of your high schoolers that are eligible for the draft, and can you get them through too?
Is there a sport in college, Phil, that roster management wouldn't just drive you batty these days? I mean, you got baseball. Football is not much different with the transferring. Basketball is just completely insane. I think being a coach, 75% of your time is trying to get a roster together and hold the roster together. It'd drive you nuts.
And then you get to hold that roster together for a year. And really, a year is,
that's right,
8 months.
That's right.
Well, it's like what we talked about off air, I think. Saban was dealing with that, and he was just like, I'm out.
Mhm.
Multiple coaches. Krzyzewski, out. They just don't want to deal with that. And I think it's going to be a new wave of younger dudes who are like, okay, if this is my opportunity, cool, I'm going to jump in, but I'm going to have to, like, work around these kids coming in and out every single year. That's got to be a nightmare.
Arkansas baseball got burned last year by a shortstop, Dylan Grego, that they expected would make it to campus, Because essentially, I mean, you have to have these conversations. So what are you going to accept from a major league team when you get drafted? All right, well, what do you have to offer me? Now you actually have something you can offer that can balance against that a little bit. And Grego told them he was going to take a certain amount of money. He took less than that, and they weren't expecting it. You didn't really have a shortstop ready to go.
Then they played a guy out of position. It didn't work that well.
Well, you had a freshman who wasn't ready for prime time, and then Kojal has to play out of position. But I think that was one of 3 players that might have been draft exposed. Right now, it's half the incoming class that's draft exposed. So that, I mean, I'd say that's a problem. I don't know if I'd say it's a problem. This is just a fact of college baseball, because I think there's a lot of other teams that are also dealing with this. And this will be the last year that this is an issue, because the eligibility rules are changing for college sports. It's already changed. It starts next month, 5 years, 5 seasons. And the baseball draft is about to change in massive ways once the owners and the Players Association have an agreement, which may take another year or so. But there's going to be fewer rounds. There's going to be fewer players in professional ball. And there's the real idea that that college baseball is doing the job that low minor leagues did, which is develop players.
No question.
Which is different, because in minor league baseball, it is all about player development. It's all about working on the skills that make you a better ball player, so that once you reach the major leagues, or they force you forced your guys to promote you up there, you're ready to be a major leaguer. It ain't really about winning games. In college, it's about making you the best ball player you can be so you can win now.
That's right.
And if you don't win now, the coaching staff isn't the coaching staff any longer.
Bingo.
So you're going to ask those guys who's at the top of their minds is winning games to develop players for the minor leagues. And you're probably asking them to develop about 250 more players than they were developing right now.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So a much, much different situation.
What was that line in The Godfather, Phil? This is the business we have chosen. And some of these coaches...
That Diane Keaton movie you love.
There you go. Moose ain't gonna let go of that.
I love that.
Yeah. No, that was a DiCaprio movie, Pigskin. It wasn't a Sean Penn movie. But some of these guys are choosing other businesses. I mean, May at Michigan that just left this week, he had a top 5 team next year. They were probably not going to miss much of a beat. And he's just like, I'm not fooling with this anymore. I'm not doing it. I want to go to the pros.
It's the baseball coaches that are more used to this, because there was more roster churn in college baseball before this crazy era than there were in the other
MLB,
sports.
exactly. The other ones have caught up to baseball now, pretty much.
A lot of it has to do with the influence of junior college baseball, and there's that influence in college football too, but there was much more roster stability in football.
I like what you guys said yesterday on the show. You said there are going to be a lot of really good high school kids going to a lot of JUCOs and getting a lot of opportunities. That's it. That'll happen.
Well, and the hope for them is, okay, if you're taking all transfers, then I have to just start somewhere where I can transfer up and just
prove myself, and then they'll pick me. That's right.
Yeah. Just think about it. It was such a major change when the NBA, stopped allowing high school players to get drafted. Major League Baseball is trying to do the same thing, unless you graduate high school a year early. And then you can go to 4-year college. So maybe this sparks. Remember, Robert Moore did that. He reclassified. He's one of the only guys I remember to reclassify for baseball to join Arkansas early. Really worked out for him. I just wonder how many 17-year-olds are ready to compete in baseball in the SEC.
Not many.
Because in the other sports, I don't know many or any of them that are.
Did Bryce Harper do something like that too?
Bryce Harper...
out of Las Vegas.
He did a reclassification, but he went to a junior college wooden bat league.
Right, that's why.
He played wooden bat ball.
That's why.
To show the major league teams
ready
that
for
I'm
the
ready to
majors.
do it.
That's right. That's right.
It worked.
It certainly did work.
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy? He's made a couple of dollars.
He's doing aight.
Just don't say he's not elite anymore. He and Dombrowski aren't getting along very much anymore, because Dombrowski says he didn't have an elite season. We've got an elite second hour coming up, which includes Kevin Bohannon for a Razorback baseball conversation. Anything else you want to get with us? Our line is open, 501-661-1037. We'll get through the Middleton Heat and Air text line, live fan feedback, got Pigskin, got Moose, and I am Phil Elson, not Ellison, and we'll be right back with more Zone after this.
your truck isn't moving, your business isn't making money, don't stress. Call the experts at Powers Truck Parts and Service in North Little Rock. From headlight to tail light and everything in sight, they'll provide dependable repairs with a massive inventory of heavy-duty parts ready to roll. Their experienced technicians work fast to get you back on the road and back to work. Powers Truck Parts and Service, keeping your trucks rolling. Visit PowersTruckParts.com today.
Join Morning Mayhem on the road this Friday, taking the show to Sherwood to pay a visit to Frank Fletcher and crew at Fletcher Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Camping season is here, and Razorback Camper Sales in Hot Springs is liquidating all 2026 year model travel trailers and fifth wheels. If you've been thinking about a new trailer, now is the time to buy. One of the many great deals is a 20-foot Salem with bunk beds, power awning, plywood floor, and much more for only $14,990 or $150 a month. Hurry while the selection is good. All these great deals can be seen at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
1037 The Buzz, your exclusive Razorback headquarters in Central Arkansas. KABC Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Beyond the Divide is a program to help bring people back to the historic West 9th Street, and it's set to come to an end, but work is being done to keep it here long term. Refurbished shipping containers were placed downtown and leased to entrepreneurs to use as storefronts. This idea was created in April through grant money to reconnect communities impacted by highway construction. The project leader says a lot needs to be done to reopen Beyond the Divide, such as having a full team to operate it, as well as getting upgraded shipping containers and a business development program partner. We'll keep you updated throughout this process. Meanwhile, the Taste of 9th Street event put on by Beyond the Divide has been canceled. It was scheduled for this Saturday evening. The event was planned to support local businesses while helping the Arkansas Food Bank, but they couldn't get enough sponsorship, staffing, and other resources to make it happen. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a mostly cloudy Thursday with a high of 90, plus a 30% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm as well. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a 20% chance of a shower overnight with just a low of 75. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a little hotter, up to 92, with only a 10% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Noir golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Justin Acree. If shoulder or elbow pain is affecting your daily life, the fellowship-trained physicians at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health are here to help. They offer advanced care for injuries, arthritis, rotator cuff problems, and more, helping you feel better, move better, and get back to everyday life. Call 501-686-TOSH today to schedule your appointment. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell, and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Our American dream is ice cream. Red, White, and Bluebell is our strawberry ice cream loaded with strawberries, alongside creamy vanilla and blueberry ice cream with real blueberries. A full half-gallon of red, white, and blue ice cream. Feel free to celebrate.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at Walmart Supercenters and neighborhood markets.
Attention!
If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-600-2763. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-600-2763. That's 501-600-2763.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dugan's Pub is your home for World Cup soccer, including the 3rd Street Merchants Association World Cup Block Party. This Thursday night at 6, the 3rd Street Entertainment District will be blocked off for the U.S. men's game. Beer stations outside with cocktails from Dugan's, Dizzy's, Copper Grill, and Lucky Lou's. Burgers and dogs from the grill or food to go from all the merchants. Special thanks to the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau, Michelob Ultra, Wheel Horse Whiskey, Toucan Cocktails, 4 Craft Cocktails, Windrock Automotive, and the 3rd Street Merchants Association.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Join Rick Schaefer and I every afternoon on Arkansas's #1 caller-driven sports show. We'll talk with great guests like Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen, Trey Biddy, Hogsports.com, Kevin Bohannon, and a whole lot more. It's all right here from 4 to 7 on 103.7 The Buzz.
You're in the zone. Arkansas's longest-running midday sports talk show. Coming to you live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
With your hosts, Justin Acree and Phil Elson on the Buzz Radio Network.
Welcome back into the zone. Guys, I got to tell you, one thing I really don't like to do is get out and mow the lawn. If he came over to my house, he probably would be able to tell that. In fact, Justin showed up 3 weeks ago and might have even remarked on it. He asked me if my landlord would actually mow the lawn for me if that was in the contract, and unfortunately it's not. I have beaten up the electric mower that I bought about 4 years ago, and I moved into this house, so I think it may be time to get over to Johnston's Home Center, guys. Johnston's Home Center is where you buy brands that you trust in Benton. I'm going to be looking for Echo or Exmark mowers right now. They've got walk-behind and zero-turn mowers from Exmark at Johnston's Home Center in Benton right now. Quest E Series, Quest S Series, perfect for you looking for a zero-turn mower. And walk behind is what I'd be looking for, because zero-turn mower for me it would take about 10 minutes to mow that backyard.
Yeah, that's overkill.
Probably way overkill. I've got to give myself a couple of hours to do that, too. I might look over at Echo mowers. These are outdoor power equipment and robotic mowers. Comes battery equipped. Lots at Johnston's Home Center for your entire house. Brands like GE, Whirlpool, KitchenAid. I mean, these are the best appliances you will find in the world, and you can find Johnston's Home Center in Benton, where they've been since 1979. Their sons Robert Johnston and daughter Kristen Johnston keeping the family business running. They're online at johnstonsHomecenter.com, and if you can't find it at Johnston's Home Center in Benton, it
can't be found.
You probably don't need it.
That's it.
Which would be another way to say it can't be found.
So you don't like mowing the lawn?
Not very much.
I'm crazy about mowing the lawn.
What's enjoyable about this activity?
I think I got something wrong with my brain, because I actually like being out there. I have headphones on. I'm in my own little world. I've got this thing. I love doing something and seeing it through to completion. Lawn mowing checks all those boxes.
When it's more than that, I don't want to do it. When it's just mow the lawn, cool. When it's full like yard work.
Oh, yeah, edging and weed eating stink. I don't like those, but I do like mowing.
You can go headphones in. It's not like strenuous. My yard is flat for the first time in my entire life. So yeah, I'm down.
See, I'm listening to Phil call the games, man. I mean, I would time my lawn mowing to when the Razorback baseball is on the air.
All right, how many listeners out there listen to the baseball games while you're mowing the lawn? Bubba told me he does that when we're on the road, and Bubba has acres of property, so it takes him literally an entire weekend to mow the lawn when I'm gone doing the road game, so he'll spend lots of it listening to me and then texting in any time that our pitchers give up a hit on 0-2 with very specific
that
language.
Bothers me too. I'm with Bubba on that. Like, this is a waste pitch. They call it that for a reason. And then somebody pipes one right down the middle on 0-2. I'm like, that's a bad strategy. It just is.
Sometimes the strategy of trying to get batters out in 3 pitches or less, those batters have a sense that on 0-2, something's going to be close. They're in swing mode, and they're just ready to hit.
Unless you're Spencer Torkelson, you'll have 3-0, and then they'll throw 3 down the middle, and he'll strike out with a bat on his shoulder, which I don't get that at all. But, enough about that.
Moose, you want to get through the Red-White Report? Got some baseball.
The Red-White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
All right, we got reports from baseball right-hand pitcher Chris Diaz, committed to Arkansas yesterday at a Florida Gulf Coast University. 6'1", 202 pounds, was a junior after 2 years at FGCU. Spent his first year at the University of Miami, Florida. He is eligible for the draft. Throws a 91 to 93 mile-an-hour fastball, mid-80s slider, curveball, and a changeup, according to the article in the Democrat Gazette written by Matt Jones. He was on the All-A-Sun second team. 74 strikeouts, 26 walks, 72 and 1/3 innings. Batters hit .217 against him. He is the 18th rated transfer prospect in the portal, according to Baseball America. 64 Analytics has him ranked 124th best prospect. That's a difference of 106. That's quite a big difference between the two ratings here. He was a number 2 starter at FGCU last year, and he very well may end up being a weekend starter for Arkansas this next season. Again, his name is Chris Diaz. He is the 14th commit from the transfer portal. He is the 7th that is draft eligible. DVH had a press conference at 10 o'clock this morning, guys. I don't know what he has said yet, but I'll be listening to it when the show is over, and I'm sure he's got lots to say about the portal and about the draft and about the end of the season, too.
So what are the metrics? What are the analytics that you're looking for in a pitcher? Is it strikeout to walk ratio? Is it opposing batters' batting average? What is it exactly?
First thing I'd be looking at is batting average against, walks, and strikeouts.
Okay.
Those 3.
Yeah.
If you can't throw strikes I call it low A, because I guess that's what the A-Sun would feel like.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't throw strikes there, you're not going to be throwing strikes here.
No.
Looks like the stuff's good, though. So Chris Diaz, a new Arkansas Razorback pitcher. Over to track, lastly, Sanu Jallow Lockhart was named one of 10 finalists for the Bowerman Award. She shares the National Track Athlete of the Year award with Georgia's Dejanay Oakley, who is also a finalist. No Razorback female track athlete has ever won the Bowerman Award. Jordan Anthony, Jaden Hibbert, and Jarian Lawson are 3 Razorbacks to win the men's Bowerman. Anthony was the winner last year. Former football player, of course. The winner will be announced in December, so good luck to Sanu Jallow Lockhart, and that's your Red-White Report for today.
Now, do you kids know who Bill Bowerman was?
Mm-mm.
He was the legendary track coach at the University of Oregon. He was the coach of one Steve Prefontaine.
Oh, the one and only.
And some mediocre distance runner that didn't make a track career, but he started selling shoes, named Phil Knight. But that was Bowerman.
Very cool.
Bowerman fought in World War II. He had like a whole platoon of Germans or something surrendered to him. He was a war hero and a track coach. So that's who Bowerman was.
Very cool.
Checking out some texts on the Middleton Heat and Air text line. If you want to text us or call us, 501-661-1037. Yes, Moose?
What do the people think about Todd?
There's a lot here about Todd, who called in earlier just wondering why we were even discussing the new name to the football. So that's what I took from that phone call. It's why are you even talking about this? How dare
It's
you
like
even
the number
talk
one
about.
story in the news cycle right now. You have to talk about it.
Well, and why are you stirring the pot? You're bringing this business down, Phil.
Yeah.
Why'd you say
Yeah,
such
you guys are
negative
pot
things about
stirrers.
it?
I agree with him on that. You guys are just troublemakers.
I stir the pot because the instructions tell you to.
Only when they tell you to.
Cattleman says you don't like mowing the lawn. Try cutting 100 acres of hay. No thanks. You could do that, Cattleman.
That would be kind of tough.
Pass.
And when you're talking about Bubba and his acres and acres, it takes me an hour start to finish to do it. So my yard's not that big.
You know what is kind of fun to watch though? It's the same thing as watching the Zamboni guy resurface the ice. It's watching somebody mow the baseball field.
Exactly. When you see something through to completion, there's a good feeling that comes with that.
And a full change. You're seeing it as you go. Like, literally line by line, you see it.
Do you guys think
I
you could
agree.
drive the Zamboni?
It's a dream.
I would be terrible at it. I like mowing, but you wouldn't trust me behind a big vehicle that has sharp blades on it.
I'm going to take the Zamboni through a serpentine. I would take that through a car wash, some kind of a ropes course or something. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
you
we should
think
set
that
up
thing can
cones.
actually maneuver?
I don't know if it can or not.
There's a competition for everything in the world. I bet there's a Zamboni course
Has to
somewhere.
be.
There's got to be.
Zamboni racing.
Yeah,
You just
something
came
like
up with
that.
an idea.
I'm sure it's
okay?
out there. And like you could do you've got to maneuver through like a driving test. You know, you put up your cones on the ice and you've got to get around a certain spot.
Moose, you need to
parallel
go to
park it.
you need to go to Silicon Valley and find some backers, and that business will be evaluated at $1 billion. I think you're the man.
Nice knowing you, nerds. I'm out.
Two texts saying they listen to the baseball games while mowing. Here's a lawn mowing tip out of the 501. If you mow in the same direction down the same pass every single time, you'll start to burn in those stripes, which means you have a very striped lawn if that's the look that you're going for.
I mix it up all the time. I'll go diagonal. I'll go this way.
You're
You got to mix it up, Yeah.
Used to hear stories of over at Raywinder Field, how the state mental hospital is just across the street, and the ballpark sat on land owned by the hospital. So they had their own gate by third base. Bill Valentine told me these stories. I think he would know without embellishing, because of course Bill never embellished anything. The patients and the doctors could get into the games for free, but then we're talking, this is back in like the 50s or something, that they would, the team would allow, the patients would be allowed to get some outdoor time by getting a mower and mowing the grass.
Allowed.
In the outfield.
Allowed is an incredible word to use for that. I love that.
And
It was a
basically,
different world back then.
they
Moose.
weren't
Oh,
mowing
man.
in straight lines.
Yes. Oh no, it would be one of the worst mowing jobs you ever got. But then again, you get what you pay for most of the time.
Which you were paying nothing, apparently.
Here's a text that states that Zamboni sponsored a driver contest in 1999 to celebrate their 50th anniversary.
Amazing. They've got to. There's got to be competitions out there for this.
You got to get these
I'm gonna do some
Zambonis
research.
on like the track at Daytona, but ice the track. How long would that take?
Imagine it's so top heavy too. Those cars are so low to the ground. It's so top heavy and they're so slanted up. It just
You
slow
guys are
tilt
describing the chariot races in Ben-Hur. It was like back in Roman days. I love it.
but at 1/10 of the speed.
Yes.
It's the only sport where you literally just put on a new field or a new sheet of ice in the middle of the game.
I'm a bit of an anomaly. I have never driven or ridden or operated a riding lawnmower. As much as I love it, it's always been a
feel like
push
you're missing
mower.
out on life?
Well, I mean, nobody trusts me in my family. My dad would, my mom would, my wife would, everybody else would, but I would always be the push mower guy.
Well, I mean, do you have enough of a yard to warrant a rider?
But
Yeah,
even if
that's
I
why
did, I would
wouldn't.
still push it because I'm unskilled labor. Kind of like on this show, unskilled.
Text says, what was funny about football season, players being involved with community credit union for NIL? It makes perfectly good sense, but thinking it was fun. I don't remember thinking it was funny. I remember thinking this is a great idea and saying if this is how you're going to increase the dollars you have for NIL and it's going straight to football, and football has been behind the 8 ball for raising NIL dollars, this is a fantastic way to get it done.
It's what everybody's been complaining about, so if we got money coming in, you need to be happy about it.
Yeah, there are very few businesses you could put up there that I would be like, okay, I don't want it named after that.
It's
Anything.
a simple thing
if they're
that
giving
happens.
the money, they're giving the money. Take it.
I mean, they're opening their Community America is going to be opening a branch on campus. This is the start where some students learn about banking, and that's a great way to introduce this bank account to students is through the football players,
Well,
truthfully.
up in Flint, Michigan, credit unions were a big thing. All the guys that worked in the auto factories went. I went with my dad many times to the credit union. I remember him going on Saginaw Street. So yeah.
My first bank account, well, it wasn't a bank account because it was a credit union account. I was a student at Indiana University.
No kidding.
They had Indiana University Credit Union, and I had an account there.
Nice.
Spent all the money. It's not like I was able to replenish it or anything. I was really stupid at that point.
Yeah, they started us off in like second grade. You'd put like $1 in every week, and then at the end of the year, you'd have all this money. And I thought, man, what a concept. Didn't really take, but I was interested in it.
Reading through some more
Felt
texts.
loaded.
Text out of the 479 says he picked a heck of a day to listen to the new to my new gig here. Guess he was listening during Todd's call. Somebody texted in, Todd's a moron. Called in thinking he had some sort of valuable take. Quickly shut down. Proceeded to stumble over his words without a clue and what he was talking about. He was lucky Justin wasn't there today.
Or who he was talking to. He didn't even know who he was talking to.
That Phil Ellison guy, whoever he is.
He's a punk.
Agreed.
By the way, that will be up. We'll make sure we have that up on the podcast. It'll have it if you missed the call from
you have it for
we'll
Zone Rewind tomorrow?
Yep, and we'll have a chunk of it from the Rewind.
By the way,
sure.
Zone Rewind tomorrow, is that a 2-week rewind?
Yes, we'll pick the best of the best for 2 weeks.
Justin went through we go through the entire show, Pigskin Friday, promoting the Zone Rewind and never even got to it.
Well, Justin gets excited sometimes and loses focus,
He puts it on me and Moose to keep him on track.
Hey, what's wrong with you guys? Why didn't you remind me to do the rewind? I
that I mentioned 10 times.
I've been on here with Justin, I think, for 23 years now.
Oh, dang.
I'll tell you the story one time. It's pretty interesting. Everybody was in trouble here and got fired, and he needed somebody to come in, so he called me.
He just went to the Yellow Pages and went,
and
Preacher.
I think God has duly punished him for doing that, and the listeners. So.
Text out of the 501. If Dollar General would have approached the U of A and offered to sponsor the stadium, I would have hoped that they would have said no. Here's the thing, though.
Why?
I would think that
Why?
the business plan for Dollar General is not to sponsor anything.
That's why you keep the cost low.
That's how it stayed Dollar General instead of $20 General.
Well, Ohio State's arena used to be called Value City Arena.
Yeah.
That'd be like Big Lots Stadium.
That's okay.
Well,
if it's got the money. I mean, you're right. Dollar General doesn't probably have the money to do that or in their business plan. But if that's what the money's for, is for NIL and for, advertisement, that's the payoff.
The other thing, a thing about advertising for Dollar General is just their locations, because you drive by so many of them. It's like if you were in the advertising business and you thought, you know what, I think U-Haul would be a great company to call. And they'll tell you, our trucks are the advertising.
That's it.
Idiot. And so
you see a yellow and black sign, Dollar General. There's your advertising.
Who needs partially what this is sometimes, a company's going to throw their name on a stadium because they feel there's a civic duty behind it. Does Kroger get much for their name being on Kentucky's football stadium?
A little bit.
Or maybe they get a little bit from it. But no one's going to stop shopping at Kroger because their name's not on this football stadium.
You probably even have Louisville fans that shop at Kroger. What do they care? They were going to Kroger before, so yeah.
Then there's some other buildings that I think they just throw the name on there because you're from here, and I think that's what some people expect from Walmart, from Tyson, from JB Hunt, and watching Hunter's press conference, it sounded like they went to all of those folks about this and about other aspects of sponsorship that they wanted to get to. And look, Walmart's got their logos in all the buildings. They said JB Hunt said it wasn't the right time. Tyson's all over the place too.
So what else are you getting? I mean, they're already out there.
This is a business. This is a credit union that is looking to establish themselves in the state, and the best way to do that is to associate yourself in a way with Razorback athletics and Razorback football to where you no longer can separate the two. Razorback Stadium, Community America, they're now put together for the next 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I already see people on social media that are saying, you know what? I'm going to go open an account there because they're supporting my team.
That's it. That's literally what they did this for. Coach Kelly yesterday had some good insight on this. He's big in PR type stuff and marketing stuff, because that was my question. It's like, for a big, huge company like Walmart, everybody knows Walmart, Coca-Cola. We all know that. So I'm always curious, you got so much money. I get it. Maybe you throw some advertising dollars or whatever, even if you got nothing new to offer, nothing different. Everyone's heard of you. But this is exactly what advertising is for. This is what you spend money on advertising for, is new people to see you. You're coming to a new area, and not only are you getting it statewide now, you're getting it for the cost of one corner of the state. But the entirety of Arkansas has heard of you now. So wherever you are in Arkansas, you're going to associate it, like you said.
This
with
station
Razorbacks.
is Exhibit A of this. I bet there are 50 companies, because I've listened to the Buzz all these years, that I know about, that if they hadn't advertised on the Buzz, I wouldn't know anything about them. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right, Moose. These folks are going to probably triple their business.
There's a reason they did this. Yeah.
Let's take a call from Jimmy in Roland. Jimmy is not there. He's probably still in Roland, though. If you want to call, 501-661-1037 is our number. It was like going back and thinking about names of stadiums and why they might have been called something. I remember, so like the Pirates originally played in Exposition Park. Why was it called Exposition Park? Well, because across the river was the Exposition Center where they held expositions. Wrigley Field. Why is it named Wrigley Field? Well, the Cubs owner
gum
was
company.
Mr. Wrigley. He wanted to promote his gum company.
Wrigley Gum.
All right, Three River Stadium. Why is it called that? Well, it's at the
By
confluence
Three
of Three
Rivers.
Rivers. Riverfront Stadium, because it's right by the river. You name it after, you name it for memorials for wars and for veterans. There's dozens of these places all around the country. And then Wrigley was, to me, that's the first real naming rights. If you think about it.
I can't think of another. Fenway.
But that wasn't a bit. That's a neighborhood.
Yeah.
The Fenway Park is named Fenway because it's in the Fenway section of Boston.
Good point. What would be some? There's got to be some other ones.
Shea Stadium was named for a politician in New York who had a lot to do with the stadium being built.
Right.
Yankee Stadium, obvious reason.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to
Busch
think of any
Stadium.
other.
The owner was named Busch, promoting his beer.
Head for the mountain.
But it was the owner that did that. He
Yeah.
didn't buy the rights. He said, "I'm going to promote my company and
this is
slap my last name on here."
Exactly.
This is. I was often thinking of this. What was the Candlestick Park? Thank you, Ron from Pine Bluff. It's located at Candlestick Point.
Yeah, San
It was
Francisco.
named for the location. Mile High Stadium, Mile High City.
Atlanta Fulton County. It's named after the county in which the stadium was in.
And then Turner for the name that might have
Turner Field.
been associated with the team more than anything else. But I was just trying to think to myself, the first naming rights deal where this became standard operating procedure in sports really hasn't been standard operating procedure in college sports. This is only the third SEC stadium with a corporate naming right.
And to me, that's surprising. I mean, our studio, our text line, our phone line, all of the above are sponsored. And with such a capitalistic society and such an obvious putting your name and making everything in the world sellable, I'm surprised that not every stadium in the world is like this already.
Well, there's a reason why
Iowa
college
Kinnick
sports
Stadium, named for Niall Kinnick, the Heisman winner.
College sports is not like that, Moose,
No.
because college sports
sports
was
hates money.
not
Yeah,
a
you're right.
real capitalistic system because the labor wasn't being paid.
Didn't used to be.
Yeah.
Camp Randall Stadium. It was a Civil War camp in Madison, Wisconsin.
And I'm sure a lot of those names have kind of either evolved or they've been like, okay, well, let's just push that name to the field and we'll keep the stadium, Dollar General Stadium or whatever. Let's make some money off it.
Let's go back to the phones because we'll have Kevin Bohannon coming up in about 3 or 4 minutes. Try Bennett. Hey, Bennett, you're on the zone. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing really well. How are you guys?
Great. Thank you for
Good, brother.
calling.
Yeah, so I personally don't know a whole lot about sports and NIL and everything, but I'm trying to learn just so I can kind of talk to my coworkers and stuff about it. So I got two questions, really. First is, can you explain to me a little bit, what NIL is really? And I know that sounds dumb, but I really don't know. And how it ties into the branding deal with the stadium and all that.
Sure. NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. It is a person's right to own his or her own name or image or likeness and make money off of it.
Ed O'Bannon.
NIL is the way for universities to get around the idea of pay for play. You're just paying for their name, the image, and the likeness. And that essentially is how we've now gotten to the point where athletes make money for the act of playing a sport for university, even though it's not said that's what we're paying you for. So what universities had to do essentially now, it's not just they said we're on the hook for another $20 million. No, they're on the hook for a lot more than the $20 million. We have schools who are paying $50 million for a football team. So that has added just this massive new expense into budgets that were not prepared to throw a massive new expense into the budgets. And you absolutely have to sell everything now. Everything. Mm-hmm. If you don't sell all the real estate and you don't sell all your advertising and you don't put at least a very large percentage of that into NIL dollars, you won't have teams. You won't be able to sign players, and you're going to lose every game. We put it that way.
Gotcha. Okay. And how you were saying that's kind of how that ties into the whole branding deal with the stadium and stuff?
That's exactly right. We don't know what the percentage is. And first of all, we don't know the dollar figure that athletics gets from Community America, and we don't know the percentage that will go straight to NIL dollars. We just know that there will be a percentage of it that goes directly to players' pockets for football specifically. But in order for it to work, they're going to have to promote this credit union or be involved in events that the credit union is involved in.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Bennett.
I hope that explained it
That was a
well.
very succinct explanation. Good job.
I've tried to learn about this as it's become the center of college sports over the last 5 years.
Totally. Well, and to your point, like you just said, you have to sell everything. And again, that's why I'm so surprised that 3 SEC schools, you said, have done this, have named the stadium. That's wild to me.
Kentucky, Vanderbilt, I think Missouri is in the process of selling their rights because they've thrown hundreds of millions of dollars into renovating it. There will be other stadiums that get named. There will be some that don't.
The Gaylord family stadium, the publishing magnate, the Gaylord family that started the Daily Oklahoma newspaper, the stadium is named for the Gaylord family. So,
and they're even doing a massive renovation soon.
Are they?
So watch them sell the rights again.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, because the Gaylord sold their publishing empire to somebody else. So.
Hey, Kevin Bohannon will join us in a moment. We'll talk Arkansas baseball. Stay with us on The Zone.
It's Justin Acri for LeVar Law. For 30 years, Alan LeVar and his team have been helping injury victims across Arkansas. So when you hear their catchphrase, hurt in a car, call LeVar, it means a lot. You talk to real lawyers who know the state of Arkansas. It's not some national call center from out of state. They deal with the insurance companies so you don't have to. And if you can't come to them, they will come to you. The great thing about LeVar Law is your consultation is always free, it's always confidential, and there's no fee unless they win. When you call LeVar Law, you automatically get a lawyer who's on your side, someone who understands the laws, the courts, and the communities across the natural state. At LeVar Law, you're treated like a person, not a case number. So if you're hurt in a car, call LeVar. That's what it's all about. Arkansas is strong for 30 years, and they're ready when you need them. LeVar Law Injury and Accident Lawyers. They're Arkansas built. They're Arkansas trusted.
Catch the Buzz's ticker on our social media platforms presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. Celebrating 50 years in business. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
This is SportsCenter.
After Darius Acuff Jr. went 7th overall to the Sacramento Kings in the first round of the NBA draft, 2 more Hogs heard their name called last night, both by teams who have had some recent success.
With the 34th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Malik Thomas from the University of Arkansas.
The All-SEC freshman guard joins the Cavs after they made the Western Conference Finals this season. And with the very next pick, the Razorbacks became one of only 2 teams to have 3 players drafted in the first 35 of this year's draft.
With the 35th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Trevin Brazil from the University of Arkansas.
There was a ton of movement in the second round of this draft, with every pick being traded except for one. Malik Thomas joins the Cavs via trade with the Sacramento Kings, and Trevor Brazil joins the Nuggets via trade with the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Moose with the Buzz Radio Network.
Why should we feel the burn when we work out? We should feel the bounce, not the burn. The bounce in your step that comes when joining the Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club. Variety and excitement, you found it. People will witness the fitness.
Howie, it's summertime, so what's going on at Robert Irwin Jewelers?
Well, you know, every year we have our Summer of 1,000 engagement sale, and to kick it off this year, we're doing a buy one, get one half off sale, and it starts right now. You got to get to Robert Irwin Jewelers.
I'm already going to buy an engagement ring that's on sale. Plus,
you're going to get the matching wedding band half off, or maybe his wedding band half off.
It's a Summer of 1,000 engagements at Robert Irwin Jewelers.
5 locations or online at rijewelers.com. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices, Robert Irwin Jewelers.
Your heart works hard for you every day. Are you taking care of it? UAMS Health makes it easy with our heart health screening. For just $99, you will receive a heart CT scan, cholesterol and glucose testing, kidney and blood pressure assessments, plus stroke risk screening, all with same-day results. If you're over 35 or have a family history of heart disease, this screening is for you. Healthy heart, healthy you, healthy future. Call UAMS Health at 501-603-1222. That's 501-603-1222.
You might have noticed Parker Cadillac is under construction. That's because we're building an all-new state-of-the-art facility. In the meantime, we've moved to our temporary location at 12 Shackelford West Boulevard, right up the street from Parker Lexus. The good news for you is space is limited, and we've got to move some inventory. Take advantage of up to $15,000 off brand new Cadillacs and shop the nicest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs you're going to find anywhere. It's a temporary location, but you're still going to get the same first-class service Parker Cadillac is known for. Shop us online at parkerspecials.com or give us a call, 501-224-2400.
Bass tournaments and some of the best fishing spots in the state. It's Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge and his crew. Fishing Arkansas is presented by Shelter Agent Jamie Marsh and Stanley Hardware. Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge on 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back to The Zone, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with your hosts, Justin Acree and Phil Elson.
It's from Arkansas. I hope it's good.
On 103.7 The Buzz.
Back on The Zone, Phil Elson, Pigskin, and Moose. We're going to go right to our hotline here, and Kevin Bohannon joining us. K-Bo. Of course, you hear him on Out of Bounds, hear him on Drive Time, and we've got him here on The Zone, too. K-Bo, you there? How you doing?
How you doing? Good, Phil. How are you today?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm a little worried about some of these Razorbacks that may not be Razorbacks for more than a week or so. When I watched AJ Avasco's 10-second reel of 108 and 110 off the bat yesterday at the Major League Combine, I'm thinking he ain't making it to campus. First of all, tell me about this combine, how long it's been going on, and what it is that these players are doing for 3 days.
So this is the 5th iteration of this, and it's a 5-day event, 23rd through the 27th. And it's built a lot like the NFL Combine. They'll do the measurements, they'll do the physicals, they'll do team interviews, and that's the biggest thing that a lot of these high-end elite prospects are going through. Think of like Ryder Hilfert, Hunter Dietz. Those guys don't need to do anything on the field. Scouts have seen them for 6 years now. I mean, going back to probably their sophomore year of high school. So they've seen the progression. They've seen what they can do on the field and on the big stages. So now it's just about, okay, are there any health risk involved? How is this kid, one-on-one? So they're doing the interviews. Jackson Wiggins and Slade Caldwell, I talked to them both about, both went to the Combine, and they both talked to about 16, anywhere between 16 and 18 teams. So it's quick cattle call type deal to where you get, 5-10 minutes and you can go through everything. I saw Carson Wiggins throw yesterday, and the first thing I said when I got through watching him throw is he needs another year. And knowing Carson and knowing that what he wants to do and what he can do, I'm torn. I honestly feel I'm 50-50 on if he comes back or if he signs. It's all going to come down to the unknown of what a team can offer him. And I think if he gets anywhere between 1-4 and 1-8, he's gone. But AJ Avasco, I would have said the same thing you said, Phil. In fact, I did say it on Twitter yesterday, on X. I said, AJ may not make it to campus, folks. I've known AJ since he was 14. He played for the Nebraska Prospects. Same group with Tag Andrews and all those guys. And always loved the swing. Now he's got some lift to it as well. He's got some leverage to where he's getting some power. He hasn't always had that, Phil. Like, he's only hit 8 home runs this year, 11 last year. That's a 20 home run swing right there at Arkansas, easily. I would bet money on it. But Dave Van Horn said in his press conference, we met with the media earlier today, we're able to do some things that pro teams can do now, and other teams were doing before us. We're able to compete, money-wise. He's talking about money. So maybe they were able to up the ante a little bit for Avasco and some of these other guys that have given them the number 1 ranked portal class.
Yeah, we're going to learn about that for sure once the once you get towards the draft, if any of those players drop out whatsoever, they've really built up this pitching staff so far. Kevin, 7 pitchers have transferred in after Chris Diaz yesterday. We knew they were going to be building a pitching staff basically out of the transfer portal, save for maybe 2 or 3 guys that are sticking around from this last year. But also, Diaz is draft eligible. So is, I think, Malky. It was the WAC pitcher of the year. He's draft eligible. The junior college guys are too. So, but I like what you're saying is like, I just don't know if they would put themselves in a position where they really could lose half of the transfer class unless they really thought they had a chance to get most of them to stick.
That's exactly right. And they got burned last year, and Dave Van Horn, bless his heart, he wants to say Dylan Grego's name so bad every time it comes up. You can see the fire in his eyes. If anybody's been around Dave Van Horn, I know you have more than just about anybody else, Phil, especially talking to him one-on-one. Got burned by the shortstop last year, so it's the shortstop. But Grego was, okay, it's going to take me $500,000 to sign a pro contract, and he took $150,000.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to take these 21-year-old young men at their word. And he said it perfectly. If you want to start your pro career, by all means. If they ever come out and say that to the Arkansas coaching staff, they wouldn't sign them. They would not commit them. They would not give them a committable offer, because that's just something that you really can't deal with, because those guys are ready to go start their pro career. They're ready for the next phase in their life as a ball player. But if you got guys, especially with the 5-5 deal, I think that adds a little leverage on the Arkansas side. Somebody like A.J. Vasco, who's just a 2-year guy, and says, okay, well, now you really have 2 years of leverage left if you come to college, and it's going to take $500,000 for me to come to Arkansas. Yeah, we'll do that. I could do that. Because Vasco, I think, could potentially be a 7-figure guy. I think he could be a top 5-round pick to where he gets $1 million or even more, especially if he comes to Arkansas and does what he did at Kansas State. I think he takes that to the next level. So I think they have a little bit more leverage on their side. They obviously have more NIL money. There may be a little bit more rev share money, but majority of this has come from private donations, private funds, and everything. So I think they'll lose 2, maybe 2 guys to out of the portal. I think they'll lose Zeb Allen. Zeb Allen worked out for a lot of teams before he committed to Arkansas, and maybe like a Dawson Bryce. And possibly a pitcher. So that would be the 3 that I would put the top 3 right there.
Gotta love the signing of Nolan Traeger to be next year's starting catcher, and I love that they have signed a veteran who's been a starter for 2 years at a good program. Though TCU the last 2 years hasn't really been the TCU that we remember them. Certainly when they came in and laid waste to Arkansas in the regional a few years ago. It's not really the same program. And you're losing a catcher in Ryder Helfrich that really was great as a hitter this last year and as a catcher, obviously. He was the defensive catcher of the year in the SEC. How do you view Traeger? Is he more of a defensive guy?
He is, with the potential to hit. I think his bat-to-ball skills are a little bit better than Helfrich. There's a little less swing and miss. Traeger was actually a little worse defensively this year. I think he had 10 total errors compared to 7 last year. When I count that, I'm talking pass balls, errors, kind of all encompassing right there. So the fielding percentage was down a little bit, but he has a really high baseball IQ. This is a young man that played for Team USA, his 18U season, and has a lot behind the plate that pitchers love. Kirk Sarlos, and I've gotten to know Coach Sarlos going back 10 years now when he was a assistant for Coach Schlossnagel. Coach Sarlos loves high baseball IQ guys. And Traeger, when I was talking to him about Traeger at one point, he said, this kid's going to be a pro catcher. He's going to catch in the MLB as long as he wants to. And then I think the hit tool, he's a left-handed hitter. He's more of a gap-to-gap contact guy right now. I think if Coach Thompson gets his hands on him, he'll unlock the power, kind of like he did with Logan Maxwell. Not saying he's going to hit double-digit home runs, but I think the potential for it is there. Good behind the plate, receives well, blocks well. I think the arm is just a hair under what Ryder had behind the plate, but he's going to be a guy that people look and say, okay, there hasn't been too much of a drop-off back here, if any.
And I know they really like Max Holland, who's the Gwatney Award winner for State Player of the Year baseball-wise out of Conway. He's a catcher, but man, the last time I saw Arkansas start a freshman catcher, it was Grant Cook, and that was 2016, and that's the worst team they've had under Dave Van Horn. So I just don't think it's going to happen again.
Yeah, I don't either. And as much I love Max Holland. Max Holland is a great kid. I've gotten to watch him grow up as Conway's catcher, and he has all the tools that you could want. I think he's vastly underrated by the national sites that rank these high school kids, whether it be Perfect Game, Baseball America, Division D1 baseball. I think he's vastly underrated. He's got the size, he's got the frame, he's going to hit, but what he brings to the table is exactly what you wanted out of Ryder Helfrich. And I go to this statement every time when somebody asks, well, what about Holland? I was like, if Ryder Helfrich did not start as a freshman, neither will Max Holland. It's just simple right there. Helfrich was good, but he still had some stuff he had to work on. He was kind of raw with a few things. Obviously, he had a pinch hit home run against Auburn to win that game on the road. So it's a good situation. Nolan Traeger's a great stopgap guy. Max Holland can learn from him, and then Holland can get 2 years and then go play pro ball.
Okay, so we've got about a minute left here, and we'll have to touch on this maybe a little bit more in a few months. This is the last year that the draft is going to be the way that it is. You know, Major League Baseball wants a total change to the draft for next year. I don't even know if there will be a draft if there's not a baseball season, Kevin. So I have no clue what's going to happen on how amateur players get to the pros after this next year.
Yeah, it may be, and Coach Van Horn said it, 27's kind of is going to be like 26, they believe. They believe 28 will be the first time they implement sweeping changes with the draft. They got to get the MLB, the Players Association, to agree with it. I'm totally against it because it takes away a lot of things in baseball, scouting jobs, colleges developing players. I still think there's a place for minor league baseball, especially in these small communities, small towns across America.
Cabo, we lost you. I heard something slide down. I couldn't. Yeah, it's like the microphone fell down, and then all of a sudden you sounded like you were about a mile away.
Are you there?
That's much better.
Okay, sorry. I think it's a bad situation for MLB as a whole and college baseball. It's going to put a lot of kids that need to go, those 98 to 100 players that need to sign out of high school, let them go to college and play professional ball, because it's going to fast track those guys into pro ball. But now it's just going to be the college teams that get to develop it. It's sweeping changes across the board, but I don't think it'll happen until 28.
Okay. Well, let's leave it there, and we'll talk about it another time, Kevin. Always appreciate you joining me. Thank you.
Thanks, Phil. Appreciate it, bud.
Kevin Bohannon, you can read him at 24/7 Sports. He'll be on Drive Time and on Out of Bounds.
Let's go to break, and we will try to get Mr. Justin Acree in the green wave out of the break.
How much more alcohol do you think he's had in the last hour and a half?
Oh, he's going to be a whole different man than who we heard from earlier today, for sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and knock that out. And after that, after the next hour, we'll get some entertainment report. We'll do some birthday trivia. I have not beaten Pigskin yet, so.
You demolished Coach Kelly yesterday.
Well, no offense, Coach, but yes, he's like 9 for 200. He said. So yeah, Pigskin's a pro at that. So I'm looking to take him down today.
It's Justin Acree here to tell you about my friends at UAMS. And if shoulder or elbow pain is affecting your daily life, it's time to go see the experts at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. There is no reason to live in pain. Whether it's some sports injury that happened recently, or you've got arthritis, or a long-term rotator cuff problem, or any other condition causing pain and limiting your movement, shoulder and elbow issues can make the simplest life tasks more difficult. The fellowship-trained physicians at UAMS Health are here to help. Go see Dr. Ryan Hill or Dr. Justin Rabinowitz, providing advanced care for a wide range of shoulder and elbow conditions with treatment plans designed to reduce pain, to improve function, and to help patients like you get back to everyday life. As the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics, UAMS Health brings that same expert care to people across Arkansas every day. You can call them at 501-686-TOSH today to schedule your appointment. That's 501-686-8674. The doctor will see you now.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Busy Dog Basement Technologies is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Party at your place this summer? Fix things up inside and out with July 4th deals, now at Lowe's. Get up to 45% off select major appliances and save up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Plus, save $80 on the select Charbroil Performance Series gas grill, now $299. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
Down with truck trouble. Lost time means lost money. Trust the experts at Powers Truck Parts and Service in North Little Rock. From headlight to tail light and everything in sight, their experienced technicians handle heavy-duty repairs, maintenance, diagnostics, DOT inspections, and more. They'll do the job right the first time so you can get back on the road fast. Family-owned, customer-focused, and built on over 30 years of trusted service. Visit PowersTruckParts.com today. Powers Truck Parts and Service, keeping your trucks rolling.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over a decade ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, roll-off dumpsters, and street sweepers. Proud to be Arkansas's only authorized dealer for New Way refuse trucks and Timco street sweepers. Your authorized dealer for Galfab roll-off and hook lift trucks. You can get parts and service for all makes and models with technicians traveling the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
Justin Acri for Gwatney Chevrolet out in Jacksonville, and I have special deals to tell you about in the month of June. And even if you're someone who isn't necessarily thinking about a truck, let me entice you potentially with the deals on Silverados. How about 0% interest on a brand new Silverado from Gwatney Chevrolet for 5 full years? Yes, I said 5 years. 0 interest on new Silverados. But that's not where the deal ends. They also are offering no payments on Silverados for 120 days. So you get behind the wheel today, you don't start paying for it for 120 days, and the 2026 Silverado Crew Cab 4-wheel drive starts at just $46,997. And you're thinking, boy, you know what? That's a pretty darn good deal. But guess what? I even have more. Purchase now and get it done before July 4th, and they're also going to give you a $250 gift card on top of all that, celebrating America's 250th birthday the right way at Gwatney Chevrolet. So, 0% interest for 5 years, no payments for 120 days, and a $250 gift card. Also great deals on tracks and a whole lot more. It's at one place. It's in Jacksonville. Get off of the James Street exit and start saving now at Gwatney Chevrolet. They're online with their entire inventory at GwatneyChevrolet.com.
You're listening to The Zone, Arkansas's longest-running midday sports talk show with Justin Acri, Bill Elson, and Moose.
Google us! We are magnificent.
On 103.7 The Buzz.
Back on The Zone. Are we headed to KC Live? Is it KC Live or is it just JA Live?
Oh, we're heading to the Army, baby. We're going to
Yeah.
see that whole Orange Army.
Justin Acri is with the Orange Army. He is officially an honorary Dutchman today. Justin, what's up? Yeah, he's having so much fun he can't even hear us.
Brother, you there?
Hey.
There he is.
Sorry, boys. I was doing chants and such.
Of course
Holy Moses, this
Okay,
is insane.
give us one.
It's like, hey, 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 hey. And it just gets faster and louder. There's a lady in front of me carrying a full-blown miniature windmill.
Awesome.
I am in a throng. I think this is fair to call it a throng.
You should have worn those.
It's about, I
you
don't
should have
know.
worn the wooden shoes.
Bro, this is I don't have. Oh, that would be very uncomfortable. It's a long walk. It's about a mile and a half, like I told you earlier. It's about, I don't know. It's literally probably 15 city blocks long, and it is the sidewalk. Imagine that in hometown. It is unbelievable the amount of people who have shown up for this and are walking this walk. It is incredible, and there are people that are out on the balconies in the buildings all along the route that are dressed in orange and are rooting them on and getting involved. And they're also smart ones because they have access to bathrooms and air conditioning and drinks. But anyway, it's incredible. I've never been a part of anything. I'm 52 years old, boys. I've never seen anything like this. Damn. This is unbelievable. I think the only thing to compare it to is if you did a sports parade and they let all the fans walk in the streets as opposed to being cordoned off on the sides where the parade route goes. It is ridiculous. And maybe this will change the game because honestly, putting all the big people on the bus in front, think about Kansas City, for example. You put Kelsey and Mahomes and all those guys on the bus, and then you have all their fans following along behind them. Like, what a cool visual that would be. That's basically what we're doing right now, except for we don't have the team from the Netherlands in front. But there is a bus apparently leading the charge. It's because they're literally like a mile in front of me and a mile behind me. It's unreal.
That's awesome. Have you learned any cool Dutch phrases or anything new from them at all?
No,
just along for the ride.
I'm usually, you know me, I'm trying to learn English still, so it's.
What's the beer of choice amongst your fan or your new friends there? Is it Heineken? Is it Grolsch? You drinking Amstel? What do you got?
Amstel. Mm-hmm.
The Army has got to be tough to call through for
There's
sure.
just no way that cell signals can stay strong for very long with all those people.
Too many people.
By the way, there's another 6 hours until they even start that game.
Yeah.
You got to pace yourself. I'd need a nap before that game tonight.
Okay.
There's no pacing that would be
No.
able to keep me up for that long.
In beertje, alstublieft. One beer, please. I'm sure I nailed that. I think I nailed that.
What is that, 20% alcohol by volume?
And I love that also the Dutch language is also a lot of the words are just kind of close to what it is, but a little cartoonized. That always makes me laugh. I think this is him too.
I've had Amstel, Grolsch, and Heineken. Grolsch is the fun bottle. It's got that bottle top that you keep on his swings.
Pardon, where is het toilet? I bet you know where that one is.
Where's
the bathroom?
Yeah.
It makes
As
me
long
laugh.
as you
I
can
love
ask that
I love
question, you can get around to go where you need to go. There's some people in the United States that can't ask that question properly.
You back?
Sorry, yeah. I don't know why we got cut off. Anyway, we're in the end
guess.
zone, and we're in the third row, and if you see a corner kick, you might see us. But I don't know which end we're on, but
it switches.
Whatever. So I'll try to make a real clown show of myself so you'll be able to see us. But I do have a cute little Netherlands flag that I bought from a street vendor.
Score.
And we'll be wearing orange. I don't think that'll help us stand out because there's, a lot of people who are. And, this is going to be a really cool experience, I think. But it is a little hot. I'm sweating from head to toe. And I'm going to smell terrible by the time this game is over. Then we go back to the hotel, quick change. And then we're going to try to zip over to KC Live and watch the U.S. tonight. So
Kansas City loves soccer, especially USA. USA shows up almost yearly for friendlies and games there all the time. Yeah.
How many Red Bulls are you going to need? Or just cups of coffee just to be ready for these two games?
I hope you're hydrating, too. Jeez.
Phil, how dare you? I'm a professional. I'm not like you. I can go all day, baby.
I'm a professional.
There's no way.
The only way a Red Bull is going in my system is if it's mixed with vodka. I'll be
that's
fine. Don't worry about me. We haven't eaten yet. We just had a couple, 3 cold beers at KC Live. So it's fine. But guys, this is the most overwhelming thing I've ever seen. It is literally a mile of orange people. It's crazy.
That's great.
Never seen like it. This is like out of a movie.
And the people are welcoming. They want you to be a part of this? Or you just wearing orange and you can walk in?
My gosh, everybody's so cool.
Yeah.
I guarantee, listen, there's a lot of people who are diehards, who are from Holland, who came over for the trip, and there are people like me who are complete orange-shirted posers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got everything in between. It's awesome. I love it.
Well,
So,
if you're rooting for their team, they're going to love you. I don't think it matters.
Of course.
Just look like them, root
and nobody
for them,
seems to care.
drink like
I will tell you, the people at KC Live, they were overwhelmed, but they were so amazing, and they were having so much fun. They had a DJ on stage playing all these. I mean, there was a lot of they played some Dutch songs, but then they played a bunch of American hits. I mean, we had Rihanna. We were singing. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it was great. So anyway, it was fun. I mean, they did a lot of sing-along, and everybody was having a blast. And it was funny. We were leaving the bar, and there was a guy at the door, and he's like, you can't take that outside. You can't take it outside. After, like, 500 people walked by him, he's like, I don't care anymore. So we rolled outside. It was hilarious. They're like, okay. And everybody's been cool. Like, nobody's been a butthole. You know, everybody's been really cool about it. And, you know, the cops have been awesome. Like, you could tell, like, they're enjoying this. And, I mean, let's be real. Like, soccer fans are generally the nicest, most fun people, you know, unless things get real wound up and they, you know, riot. But I think tonight we're going to be riot-free. It's going to be great.
Hey, Justin, we got to run. Go get him, man. We'll be rooting for the Dutch. We'll be looking for you in the third row. Stay with us.
All right, amigos.
See you, brother.
Third hour of the Zone coming up next.
Save Green sales event is happening at Honda Russellville. Get more done with a Pioneer 700 or 1000 side-by-side. Swing a leg over a dependable 4Trax Rancher ATV. Take your crew in a 4-seat Pioneer 704 or 5-seat Pioneer 1005. Bonus bucks on select models plus low-rate financing for qualified buyers. Visit HondaRussellville.com. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and close the side vents and doors when operating a side-by-side. Honda side-by-sides and ATVs are for riders 16 and older.
This is Justin Acree. If shoulder or elbow pain is affecting your daily life, the fellowship-trained physicians at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health are here to help. They offer advanced care for injuries, arthritis, rotator cuff problems, and more, helping you feel better, move better, and get back to everyday life. Call 501-686-TOSH today to schedule your appointment. That's 501-686-TOSH.
Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Team Arkansas at the 2026 Special Olympics USA Games in Minnesota have earned 20 total medals so far. 10 gold, 2 silver, and 8 bronze to be exact. We've won medals in powerlifting, tennis, javelin, as well as swimming. Keep up the good work, Team Arkansas. We're rooting for you. And looking ahead, St. Mark Baptist Church in Little Rock is hosting a community cookout this Saturday. The Hope on the Block Cookout and Resource Fair is free. In addition to good food, there's going to be information for Arkansans who don't have a home, essential services, and support resources. Organizers are also providing clothing, hygiene kits, health screenings, free haircuts, and more. Once again, the Hope on the Block Cookout is set for Saturday at 11 a.m. and will last until 1 p.m. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com. Presented on The Zone by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, damage from water, smoke, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. RainbowRestores.com. They restore, you recover.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A 30% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two today. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and a high of 90. Tonight, also mostly cloudy, a lower rain chance. It's 20% tonight and will only drop to 75 overnight. Tomorrow, up to 92, partly cloudy day. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, are you dreading a lengthy, expensive bathroom remodel? With Bath Makeover of Arkansas, you can have your dream bathroom in as little as 1 day. American-made baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Revolutionary laser-etched shower walls that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Plus, with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free design consultation now, and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a new bath or shower. With 60-month financing options, senior and military discounts, plus receive a $60 Visa gift card with purchase. And call Bath Makeover at 1-800-NEW-BATH for a bonus $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEW-BATH.
We got the big deals, the big rock, the big rock.
I've been a little surprised by how far people will come just to visit us.
People will travel just to get the best deal.
We've got $15,000 off Ram HDs this month. Ram half-tons start at just $35,900, or you can get 0% financing.
And don't forget Wranglers. They have 0% financing and start at $35,000. Take the short, beautiful drive to Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram in Benton.
Or visit us online at chriscranecars.com.
The big lock Bentley.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-374-0758 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-374-0758. That's 800-374-0758. What do you have to lose? Call 800-374-0758. Again, 800-374-0758.
Camping season is here, and Razorback Camper Sales in Hot Springs is liquidating all 2026 year model travel trailers and fifth wheels. If you've been thinking about a new trailer, now is the time to buy. One of the many great deals is a 20-foot Salem with bunk beds, power awning, plywood floor, and much more for only $14,990 or $150 a month. Hurry while the selection is good. All these great deals can be seen at RazorbackCamperSales.com.
Take it from Arkansas greats, Joe Klein and Pat Bradley.
The big national sports apps are now in Arkansas, taking over Oaklawn and Bentley, which are no longer local.
Making Bet Saracen the only real local app.
Still Arkansans' fan fave.
Plus, Bet Saracen is still the official sports betting app of many of the state's colleges and universities.
Bet Saracen, built by Arkansans for Arkansans.
Bet with Arkansans. Bet with Bet Saracen.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 501-600-2763. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 501-600-2763. That's 501-600-2763.
You're in the zone. Arkansas's longest-running midday sports talk show, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
With your hosts, Justin Acree and Phil Elson, on the Buzz Radio Network.
He feels so unlike everybody else.
There's only 2 days left to make sure you get your entries in for the Boats and Bucks giveaway 2 at Oaklawn. This Saturday is when the grand prize giveaway is. You earn entries for the next couple of days for a chance to win cash prizes for a brand new 2025 Bennington 24 MSB party barge. This will have a Yamaha 200 horsepower motor with it and a trailer from Futrell Marine. 2 days to get your entries in. You play your way at Oaklawn, but you got to be an Oaklawn Rewards member. Oaklawn.com for details and information to become a member of Oaklawn Rewards. Oaklawn is a 24/7 smoke-free casino, features over 1,500 slots, live table games, and great entertainment. Starting next month, Sawyer Brown will be playing at the Oaklawn Event Center. So will Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening in August. September brings Amy Grant and Cooper Allen. Tickets are on sale at Oaklawn.com. The pool is open at the Oaklawn Resort. Access is granted to hotel and spa guests. Book your rooms at Oaklawn.com and make sure that you experience one of the great upscale dining options at Arkansas's only Forbes-rated restaurants, the Bugler and the Oak Room and Bar. Of course, there's also Silk's Bar and Grill and the Mainline Sports Bar with the greatest wings in Hot Springs. Oaklawn.com for Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
Well, you can't talk entertainment at all right now without talking about Taylor Swift. Still, always.
We had to bring up Taylor Swift because Justin is obviously obsessed.
He wants to
That's
hear
why he chose Kansas City.
He wants
for
to
this
hear
trip.
her name every single day. That's part of our contract. It's looking more and more like her and Travis Kelce's wedding is happening at Madison Square Garden next weekend. City Hall confirmed that a permit application was filed to close off surrounding streets from July 2nd to July 4th. Could you imagine? It's already congested. It's New York City. And then they shut down a block just because some rich a-hole is getting married. That would be infuriating to me. That would be so frustrating. But the public tent set up outside the venue is huge. It's supposed to hold up to 999 guests. The wedding is speculated to go down on Friday the 3rd. Source says Kansas City Chiefs players have reservations at a Marriott in Midtown around the wedding date, too. And in related news, did you guys see she showed up at the tight end event? Have you all seen that? There's like the tight end. I can't think of what it's called.
Tight End University?
Yeah. TEU, yep. And George Kittle was there. Obviously, she got on stage. She surprised them with a performance of Love Story along with Lainey Wilson.
Isn't that cute?
Of course.
Well, I got something here about the top earning rock bands on tour during the first half of 2026, and it's old guys.
Oasis.
It's all just a bunch of old dudes right now.
They charge the most.
AC/DC has made over $128 million. They've sold over 900,000 tickets for 15 shows at an average price of $132. Eagles have come in second. $69.7 million, 235,000 tickets. Trans-Siberian Orchestra is third on the list. And then it's Bruce Springsteen with the E Street Band. Now, this is just rock and roll. We're talking about the actual top touring artists right now. Mid-year is Bad Bunny, followed by Lady Gaga, then K-pop, BTS. AC/DC is fourth amongst all musical acts, but number one for rock and roll. Ed Sheeran is fifth. Cardi B seventh, and that's only because you haven't bought a ticket to her next show next week.
Yeah, I'm waiting in line next week.
Wet-ass tickets. Sesame Street releasing a 7-track parody album called Parody Party. I know we're all Weird Al fans, so let's see
I'm
if...
a Sesame Street fan, too.
Yeah, let's see if Cookie Monster can do as well. He's got one called Take a Bite. It's to Bruno Mars, I Just Might. The other new songs are Where Is My Lovey, inspired by Ray's Where's My Husband. Got to Go, it's about potty training.
Hey, come on, they've only been teaching kids about potty training for 50 years.
Why not have a song about it? Gotta Go is a potty training song based off Hot to Go by Chappell Roan. And Go for the Gold instead of Golden by K-pop Demon Hunters. That's coming out July 26th.
All right, who wants to be the next James Bond? Anybody?
I still think it should be Idris Elba.
That's what I
he's
heard.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I think he's
well,
great.
he's English,
and he
so
fits.
He checks the box there.
Sources have told Deadline.com that producers and director Denis Villeneuve have begun informing talent who have made the next round of auditions that they will occur this summer. Bond is now owned by Amazon MGM Studios. They had no comment at Amazon MGM. So, you know, who's going to fit here? Actors like Harris Dickinson, Callum Turner, and Jacob Elordi fit the prototype. I have no clue who these people are.
You would if you saw him.
Something
Jacob
tells
Elordi,
me
super tall.
Some people might not have known who Sean Connery was when Dr. No came out, though, too.
That's very true, Phil.
Callum Turner is just married Dua Lipa.
Well, I know who she is.
So he's doing just fine.
Well, all he is Dua Lipa's husband.
Him and Harris Dickinson are both going to be one of the Beatles in those biopics coming up. I don't remember which ones, but they're both going to be different Beatles.
Could Benedict Cumberbatch be a possibility of
Too
that?
scrawny.
Think so?
He'd have to get jacked to do that, right?
What about the kid that
He can
played
only
in
beat people up
Saltburn?
through superpowers.
He's not. I think maybe they probably want someone better looking. But yeah,
Barry Keoghan.
He's going to be
Yeah.
one of the Beatles too. I think he's Ringo.
Hey, speaking of
yeah,
Beatles,
he kind of looks like
I
Ringo.
think he's Ringo with the hair.
guys, today is Global Beatles Day.
Ooh.
So how would you celebrate Global Beatles Day? I'm a huge fan. Love the Beatles.
Listen to some Beatles.
Well, which one are you going to listen to?
What would I listen to?
Was this an intro to birthday trivia?
No.
I wouldn't bring up Hey Jude as much as I love it because
I hear too much at Arkansas basketball
There's too
games.
much at Arkansas sports, with that. But, a day in the life maybe and here, there, and everywhere. I mean, I'm crazy about the Beatles. They practically invented the genre of pop music.
I argue with Rick Schaefer about this quite a bit because he's also a Beatles fan, but his love of the Beatles kinds of stops.
Yeah, he likes the bubble gum, I want to hold your hand stuff.
I don't know if Rick Schaefer's really into
he didn't like
the
Dr.
drug culture
Robert
that
when they
changed
start
their
dropping
music.
acid. So, yeah, Rick is a little too much of a moralist. I'm like, look, I'm not encouraging that kind of behavior, but it usually does produce good music.
Exactly right.
It does.
So I'd say that my love of I love the bubblegum stuff, but it kind of starts at Rubber Soul and goes from there.
Revolver's great album. Tremendous. They're so good.
Do you have an opinion on the Beatles? You want to play one of their songs?
They aight.
Just aight?
They aight. There you go.
More than aight for
No,
me.
I like a lot of them.
But it's okay. Not everybody has to love everybody that I love.
Exactly.
Do you guys watch Bachelor or Bachelorette?
I haven't watched that for a long time. Watched it when I was married because I felt like I had to.
Yeah. Are you?
No.
So the only thing about this that I find interesting is they are bringing the last season they had to just completely bail on the Bachelorette.
Oh, yeah.
It was that woman from the Mormon Wives, Taylor Frankie Paul, because that video came out of her just attacking her boyfriend and hitting him with a chair. Like literally, it was domestic violence. There's nothing funny about that, Pigskin.
Hey, Earth, Wind, and Fire would say, Moose, after the love has gone, you attack them with a chair. So, yeah.
So they scrapped it all together, but now they're saying there is a very good chance that it will start airing next month. And what's funny to me about this is these dudes, she's the prize, right? So these dudes had been filmed for months. They quit their jobs to go do this, to go try to be famous, or they say for love, which is BS.
And some of them want to be the next Bachelor, too.
Yes, of course. This is the girl. And all I could think of when it got canceled was these poor dum-dums just took all this time off work and didn't even get
for nothing
a second of airtime. So for those little doofy dudes, maybe this is good for them.
I was tempted for a minute to watch The Golden Bachelor because a former Michigan linebacker, Mel Owens, was on it. I love Mel Owens, all Big Ten, great player. But I'm like, I can't watch this. I don't care if it's somebody in my own family. I'm
so
just not.
fake.
It's contrived.
Can we just bring back the dating game?
Thank you, Bob Eubanks from Flint, Michigan. That's what we want.
Okay, there was one. This is a different generation, so people my age might know this one better. There was one called, I think it was called Eliminate, and they would.
I remember watching Eliminate.
Was that the one where they pulled up on the bus? And they would come out and say the most insane things. They would walk out and say the most insane stuff, and she'd be like, okay. Oh, that one was incredible. That's what needs to come back. With the plethora of people who want to be famous for being trashy, that's what Eliminate is for.
Is there a bigger misnomer in the English language than reality TV? It's not reality. It's all contrived and fake and artificial. All of it.
Like it's unscripted? Is that they would call something unscripted? Is that what it's to be reality?
Barely.
Apparently, they're mixing the two terms up.
It's still fantasy television, one way or the other.
Yes, it is.
Is that our whole entertainment
Let's
report?
do it. Let's move on.
I think we got all of it there.
That's pretty entertaining, guys.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
That was fairly entertaining. Yeah. You know what's not entertaining? What the heck got in with Terry and Arnold? Detroit Lions cornerback.
Oh, my goodness, Phil.
Did you read about this crazy story?
Phil, they're kidnapping people. They're beating people. They're robbing people. I'm like, you have an NFL contract. Are you this hard up for money?
He is facing life in prison and 4 counts of kidnapping, 4 counts of armed robbery. I mean, this is a starting cornerback. Yes. I don't know what his contract is, but so the story goes February 3rd, and this has been reported. Arnold called police to report theft of $100,000 in cash, an $80,000 necklace, and other possessions stolen from an Airbnb that he had rented. Arnold and one of the co-conspirators then get 2 of the other co-conspirators to reach out to the 3 teenagers that they suspected were involved in the robbery. The teens arrive with the last 2 conspirators hiding in a closet. They jump out, have a gun, hold him at gunpoint, pistol whip him, beat the crap out of him, and stream it all to Terry and Arnold's phone while he is driving to the house.
Oh, my goodness.
And in fact, Arnold is accused of directing to the streamers what to do with these 3 teenagers. 1:40 that morning, the victims were let out of the residence and forced to leave. And Arnold turned himself in yesterday.
He's done.
I can't imagine.
His football career is done. His prison career is beckoning.
Was he, I don't know enough about this guy. Was he good enough at all to warrant like them fighting this at all? I mean, if you're a great player, they're going to do something.
He couldn't cover my grandmother, Moose. Okay, and the Lion, leave it to the Detroit Lions to pick this clown. You know, did you run any character checks on this guy? Did you ask anybody that knew him? I have a hard time believing he just turned into a criminal.
Yeah. The ability to crap out millions of dollars.
Oh, my goodness. The Lions, you go through the Lions draft picks, it's just littered with people like this. Hit and run, drunk driving, murder. The Lions can pick them. Man, they really can.
It was their first-round pick in 2024.
They passed on Mikey Sanderstill, who is a star for Washington, and some guy named Cooper DeJean, who's doing pretty well for Philadelphia. Leave it to the Lions. Good job, Lions.
No, I guess he was trying to be careful to not be involved in a group chat and text to the other co-conspirators.
Oy vey.
But apparently he is being accused of directing to the kidnappers, I guess, which he would be one of them as a conspirator, what to do through the stream. I mean, they're FaceTiming him or FaceTiming his friend while he's being driven to this house, and Arnold is telling these men what to do with the teenagers.
Oh, my goodness. Maybe all these organizational skills he possesses will be on display when he's in prison. Maybe he can get some associations going, some new gangs or something. It could happen.
Trade ramen, direct that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're dealing in pastries, for money and cigarettes.
So sad to go get an opportunity and then just waste it.
Better believe it.
So
that's
stupid,
exactly
man.
what
Such
this
a
is.
bummer.
Yes, sir.
I just wonder how you think that's actually something that you'd be able
away
to
with.
sweep under the rug or get away with.
Especially with like children, teens.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Kinda
You want some birthday
craziness.
trivia?
Do we have enough time for it now?
How many you got? How many?
501-661-1037. I've got a bunch of stuff here. I over-prepared.
You need
for
to bring it
birthday
up
trivia.
so I can put Moose back in his Canadian place.
Yeah, we got time. Let's do it. We'll knock it out right
Go
now.
for it.
And shout out to the texter. I was talking about not eliminate. Next is where this bus pulls up of women, and one would come out. They'd say the most insane thing, or dudes, like if it was a woman there, and they would come out and they'd say the most ridiculous stuff, and then they'd just go, "Okay, yeah," or "Nope, next." Oh, it was unbelievable.
What was that show called?
Next.
MTV.
It was on MTV.
I remember watching Eliminate, but I don't remember all that went into it.
How about this for MTV? Start playing music videos again. That's what the station existed to begin with.
I think
MTV's
it's like
gone.
4 a.m. to 7 a.m. maybe is videos.
What's wrong with
something like
these
that.
people?
Yeah,
I used to watch Tom Petty videos.
Miss it.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
This means I got to draw my scoreboard up. I wasn't even ready to draw my scoreboard up. Let's make sure I get this thing going for you. Never a good thing.
Yeah, but
I'm
you're
really-
one of those dudes. You probably could keep a perfect score at a baseball game. You know how to keep score.
You would. I invented my own way to keep score. If you would look at my scorebook, Pigskin,
different than normal?
I don't think you would know what you're looking at.
But you know what it is.
I know exactly
That's
what
the
it
only
is.
thing that matters.
No, I taught myself how to keep
I respect
score.
people that know how to keep score at a baseball game.
I learned how to
do.
keep score from my father, but then for the things that I wanted to learn, I
Yeah.
kind of started teaching myself 30 years ago, and it's ever changing. So I'll bring my book in next time we work together, have you look at it, see if you can decipher anything.
Love to see it. Yes,
but I
sir.
can't keep score of a baseball game. I can't keep score of a basketball game. But these are like the only things I'm good at keeping score at. Who do we got on the lines here? Moose?
John and John.
I'd like to have
John
John
1
on
and
my
John 2.
side,
Yeah.
Moose.
Congrats, John.
All right.
Good job, John.
John 1 is with Moose, and John 2. How many popes are named John?
Several. When they had to go John Paul II and John Michael III, and there's a lot of John
All right.
popes.
All right. John 1 is Moose. John 2 is Pigskin. And we will start with today in history. What is the 10th state in the Union? Anybody know? 10th state in the Union.
He will.
State, I should know this.
I won't.
Just take a-
North Carolina.
No. One of the original colonies.
Yeah, Virginia.
Maryland.
Bingo bango. Virginia.
Virginia?
What year was Virginia No, this was when they were admitted to the Union. This was the day that Virginia became the 10th state to ratify the Constitution. What year?
I get to guess?
Moose goes first.
18. No, that's too late. No, that's right. 1870.
No.
1790.
1788.
All right.
So that's the pigskin. All right. This is not one of the great moments in American military history. Battle of the Little Bighorn took place today.
Monroe, Michigan's General Custer.
The 7th Cavalry wiped out by Sioux and Cheyenne warriors led by Chief Crazy Horse and Chief Sitting Bull. This is Custer's last stand, and the year that it occurred was pigskin.
1877.
No.
1876.
1888. Pigskin gets that one. The building of the Hoover Dam was authorized this date. What year?
Not when it was completed, but when it was authorized.
When it was authorized.
It was authorized in 1927.
No.
1934.
Nope, 1929. Pigskin gets that one. All right, you got song 1 ready to go?
Yes.
Song 1. This song was released today.
I did not listen to these purposely.
I got
Just
you.
download them.
Barry White.
What's the name of the song?
Too much of anything is not good for you, baby.
There isn't
Can't get enough of your love, baby.
Bingo.
Nice.
There you go.
Very
That
good.
can't get enough of your love.
Baby.
What year did this song come out?
Many times
Oh,
we
goodness.
love.
1978.
No.
1975.
Bingo bango.
Oh.
Moose
Doesn't seem to
shows
be
up.
like
Let's just listen to that voice for a moment here.
It's just not enough, baby. It's just not enough. Oh, baby.
Oh, there's nothing quite like it.
Can't get enough of your love, baby.
All right, here's a good one. This is a sports-related one. On this date, Texas Rangers shortstop Toby Harrah became the first player, and maybe the only player ever, to play shortstop in a full doubleheader and not have a single chance in the field.
That's insane.
That's 2 full games at shortstop, the busiest position on the field, not a single chance.
1976.
Bingo bango, 1976.
I knew when he played for Texas. They played in that minor league stadium in Arlington. It was miserable. I saw a game there one time.
On this date in history, this movie that starred Rutger Hauer, Harrison Ford, and Sean Young.
Blade Runner.
And was directed by
Ridley Scott.
That's right.
Yes.
Blade Runner. What year did Blade Runner come out, Moose?
79.
Nope.
81.
82. All right. Song 2. What do you got on song 2 here, Moose? Because this album was released this year.
Prince.
That's Prince right
What's
there.
the album?
When Doves Cry.
That's the song. What's the album?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Moose got that one.
Purple
What year?
Rain.
Pigskin.
83.
No.
84.
Yeah, I was going to say 85. 84.
He's gonna get
It's
it
84.
84.
You did 2 of them, so I'm going to give Moose that.
Give Moose that one. Yeah,
I need the help.
This year in history, Sleepless in Seattle was released, starring Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, the first of their 2 romantic comedies. Moose.
91.
No.
93.
93, bingo bango. Very good. Are you doing very well? A couple of sports-related ones, then we'll go to birthdays. This first overall pick came out of Oklahoma University, NBA draft.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin. What year was Blake Griffin drafted first overall?
2007.
No.
2010.
2009. Pigskin gets that one. This center just won the NBA Finals.
Carl Anthony Towns.
There you go. Carl Anthony Towns. Moose has that one.
Hey,
Moose, what year was he drafted first overall?
Oh, drafted first overall would have been 2013.
Nope.
That's too late. No.
2019.
2015. Moose gets that one. All right, we're close. Pigskin's got 13. Moose has 9. All right, now to birthdays. Play Truffle Shuffle.
Okay.
Who remembers the name of the actor?
Do it. Come on. Do it.
It's not Sandlot, is it?
Put it out, Mo.
You remember this movie, Moose?
Yeah, not the kid's name.
The
though.
Goonies.
This is the Goonies.
Goonies.
Well, yeah. I don't know the kid's name.
Corey Feldman.
Not the
No.
Trouble
Corey
Shuffle
Haim.
kid.
It would no. I mean
Josh
the actor
Brolin.
that played Chunk.
All of them but that.
I got all of them but that. That's one I don't
His
know.
name is Jeff Cohen. How old is
I
Jeff
wouldn't have
Cohen?
got- I
Hasn't
got
been an
that.
actor in years.
Okay, I'm going to say then he is 53.
No.
59.
No, 52. Moose gets that one.
Moose, come back.
This basketball player scored the most points in Charlotte Hornets history.
Larry Johnson. Alonzo Mourning.
Sixth man of the year. He was a sixth man of the year once.
Gilbert Arenas.
His son is an NBA future Hall
Del
of Famer.
Curry.
Del Curry.
Ward Del Curry from Virginia Tech. I
How
watched him play
old
in college.
is Del Curry today, Moose?
67.
No.
63.
62. Pigskin gets that one. NBA Hall of Famer, four-time Defensive Player in the Year, and the
Scottie
most
Pippen.
famous pointer finger in the
Dikembe
NBA.
Mutombo.
Dikembe Mutombo. Moose gets that one. How old is
Jumbo
Dikembe today?
Mutombo.
Okay, I think maybe he's probably older than Del Curry, so I'm going to go 63.
No.
He's younger than Del Curry,
younger.
57.
He is 60, so there's no point awarded.
Oh
man.
Down the pipe.
This
Oh, yes, younger
actress
than
has played Velma in Scooby-Doo.
Linda
Hawkeye's
Cardellini.
Linda Cardellini.
She played Velma?
Massive crush on Linda Cardellini.
She's gorgeous.
She's
my
fantastic.
goodness. She's really good in the show with
Don't
Christina-
watch the St. Louis thing. You
Oh,
don't
I
need-
haven't yet.
You don't need to watch that.
I haven't watched that
If you
one.
like her, you do not need to watch.
I like
this.
Bateman, too.
He's great in this.
He's a great
How
thing.
old is Velma today?
Also, the show with her and Christina Applegate is awesome, if you haven't seen
My
it.
wife liked that
Netflix,
show.
it's good.
Yeah, she liked that a lot. How old is Linda Cardellini, or how old is Velma?
Cardellini.
Oh, okay.
Velma comes from the 60s.
Yeah, Velma's old as hell.
I could get Velma. That was my era. Linda Cardellini would be 46.
No.
51.
Bingo bango, Moose.
Oh, my
told you I had
goodness,
a crush.
Moose.
Ticer, we have a tie right now.
How can that be?
As we go to four more birthdays to
luckies.
wrap this up here, this actor is British and starred in the original Office.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais. How old is Ricky Gervais today, Pigskin?
He is 61.
No.
62.
65. Moose gets that one as well. This singer, musician, her father ran a publishing company.
Carly Simon.
Bingo, bango, Carly
Yeah,
Simon.
they rooked him out of his company. They robbed him blind.
Schuster? Is that Simon Schuster?
Simon
Is that what it's
Schuster.
called?
That's right.
exactly right. How old is Carly Simon today, Moose?
I won't know this. 71.
Nope.
80.
83. All right, we're still tied. Two more. This artist. Now, these last two are dead, or this is what their birthdays would be.
Okay.
If I were to say to you, Careless Whisper.
George Michael.
George Michael. There you go. Moose, how old would George Michael have been if he was still alive today?
60.
Nope.
64.
63. Pigskin gets that one. Last one here. This chef / author / TV star.
Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain. How
man, I
old would
loved
he
Anthony
be
Bourdain.
if he was alive today,
Okay.
Moose?
I need this to tie or Bingo Bango to win. Anthony Bourdain would be 57 years old.
No.
65.
70.
Oh,
Pigskin
I was way off. Jeez, all right.
is the winner, which means John 2
John 2, I
will
got
get
you,
Trav's
John
tickets.
2, John Paul
Dang
II.
it, that was close, man.
Moose,
I had
Moose, you fought back valiantly.
I will not know the history stuff. As whoever said...
I appreciated that. You're no Kevin Kelly.
Whoever said, my God, Moose, 1870, really? I'm not a citizen, guys. You got to cut me a break. Okay?
Congratulations,
That's true.
John,
he,
too.
he is a foreigner,
And
as they say down here.
Mutombo died a couple years ago.
Which would be great if the source that we get all of our show prep from actually had that, too. Wouldn't that be nice?
He was a defensive force. Man, he was good.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
He could block a shot.
All right, that's our
I still remember Jordan finally got that dunk on him. He was excited about it. Yeah.
That's our birthday trivia. 501-661-1037 if you want to get on our Middleton Heat and Air text line. If you want to give us a phone call, we've got Zach Gillum from Oaklawn coming up in just a little bit, and we still have what's on tap to get through. So we need a break here, Moose. We'll do that. We'll come right back after this.
Justin Acri for FanDuel and Oaklawn Sports. They are partnered up and available right here in the great state of Arkansas. And, of course, the World Cup is going on. Don't know if you heard or not. We talk about it just about every day on the shows. And it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're about to enter the knockout stage. It is the biggest stage in the world this summer, and FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, is changing the soccer game with a feature built for you, the soccer fan. Or You, the person who's trying to make a little money. How about that? Sometimes your player gets subbed out and your bet goes with them. And at the end of the pool play, you're going to find probably less and less star time on the field if a team has already punched their ticket into the knockout round. So this is especially important right now. When your player gets subbed out, your bet goes with them. Typically, it can happen at any moment. 1 minute they're out there making chances for you. The next minute they're going to the bench, but not with FanDuel's Super Sub. If your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. So when your player leaves the match, your bet automatically continues on with the substitute player. Sounds too good to be true, but it's all too real. Go to FanDuel.com/Arkansas to get started now. FanDuel, in partnership with Oaklawn Sports, you must be 21 and up and present in Arkansas. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Chris Kane joins Morning Mayhem each Monday to mix it up with the guys. Chris Kane on Morning Mayhem is presented by Trader Bill's. Trader Bill's, your one-stop shop for all things Lake.
This is SportsCenter.
After Darius Acuff Jr. went 7th overall to the Sacramento Kings in the first round of the NBA draft, 2 more Hogs heard their name called last night, both by teams who have had some recent success.
With the 34th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Malik Thomas from the University of Arkansas.
The All-SEC freshman guard joins the Cavs after they made the Western Conference Finals this season. And with the very next pick, the Razorbacks became one of only 2 teams to have 3 players drafted in the first 35 of this year's draft.
With the 35th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Trevin Brazile from the University of Arkansas.
There was a ton of movement in the second round of this draft, with every pick being traded except for one. Malik Thomas joins the Cavs via trade with the Sacramento Kings, and Trevor Brazile joins the Nuggets via trade with the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Moose with the Buzz Radio Network.
River Valley Tractor is here to help you turn your dream projects into reality. You love your land, and you have plans for it. During Kubota Orange Days, you'll love the great deals on their versatile, reliable lineup. Stop in today for the best deals of the year. Now through June 30th, 0% financing available, or save up to $5,500 on select compact tractors. Sale ends soon. Go to rivervalleytractor.com for more information.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, are you dreading a lengthy, expensive bathroom remodel? With Bath Makeover of Arkansas, you can have your dream bathroom in as little as 1 day. American-made baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Revolutionary laser-etched shower walls that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Plus, with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free design consultation now, and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a new bath or shower with 60-month financing options, senior and military discounts, plus receive a $60 Visa gift card with purchase, and call Bath Makeover at 1-800-NEW-BATH for a bonus $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Dugan's Pub is your home for World Cup soccer, including the 3rd Street Merchants Association World Cup Block Party. This Thursday night at 6, the 3rd Street Entertainment District will be blocked off for the U.S. men's game. Beer stations outside with cocktails from Dugan's, Dizzy's, Copper Grill, and Lucky Lou's. Burgers and dogs from the grill, or food to go from all the merchants. Special thanks to the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau, Michelob Ultra, Wheel Horse Whiskey, Toucan Cocktails, 4 Craft Cocktails, Windrock Automotive, and the 3rd Street Merchants Association.
You're in the zone with Justin Acree and Phil Elson.
They're ridiculous. They're impossible.
Those guys are the worst. They're sick. They're perverted.
On 103.7 The Buzz.
All the girls out with the credit cards and the high heels. The Mercedes Benz with the big wheels. When they hit this jam, they can't.
Zach Gillum joining us here on our hotline from Oaklawn Sports as we take you into your 1 o'clock hour here on The Zone. Zach, how you doing today? Good to have you. Justin's at the Netherlands-Algeria soccer match, which kicks off in about 5.5 hours, even though I think he's been ready for it for the last 5 hours. Lots of World Cup for Oaklawn today, right?
Yeah, that's going to be very exciting. Glad he is there getting to catch a game. And World Cup is definitely the top of the focus in the sports world right now. France is your current favorite to win the tournament. They're plus 370. Spain right behind them at plus 500. Argentina plus 600. England at 650. The U.S. right now sitting back at 33-1.
Let's start with the one Justin's at. If you got any special bets for that, for Netherlands, Tunisia, do you have any sort of odds on that one for us?
Yeah, did you say the Netherlands game is where he is today?
Yeah, he's at Netherlands, Tunisia today. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Netherlands minus 1,100. So one of the heaviest favorites on the board to win a match that I've actually seen so far. So looks like he is in for maybe a couple goals from the Netherlands side of things. But in addition to that, you have wagers like goal scorer, goals to be scored. There's team props. Those can range from a spread market, so you can be giving up goals, which in a match like this, you're likely going to want to get some odds. But you have shots on goals, assists, corners, saves. There's a lot of other nuances that you can wager on in these games as well.
Now, you're mentioning goals. So do you have odds on who ends up as the leading scorer for the World Cup? Messi's got to be at the top now just because he's ahead, but do those update as you go?
Yes, those do update as you go. I dove into that game, so let me get back to those overall future odds.
Currently, you've got Messi in the lead with 5, and then 3 other players have 4 goals each. So definitely still competitive.
Yeah, and it's somewhat interesting how this is put out there because you have top goal scorer, which is very straightforward, just telling you who's going to score the most goals. Mm-hmm. But you also have the FIFA Golden Boot, which in theory is given to the player who has the most scored goals. So it feels like the same thing. But looking at the FIFA Golden Boot winner, Messi is your favorite, plus 175. Mbappe, plus 200. Then you have Haaland from Norway at plus 650. So it looks like Messi, Mbappe kind of separated from the field there. Given a few games in, no shocker.
Like I see here, pretty decent odds for the U.S. to make the quarterfinals. You don't have to just bet on who's going to be the champion. You can bet on, reaching whatever round in the knockouts, 2 quarterfinals, semifinals, and the actual final itself, along with the champion. But there's pretty good odds for the USA to make it to the quarters.
Yeah, I mean, for them to get to the 16, minus 310, so that's a little tough to want to dive into, although you can still find ways to do it. But reaching the quarters, you're getting even money. So, bet 10, you're getting back 20, and you profited $10.
Zach, before the World Cup, how popular in the United States, or at least on Oaklawn, has been betting on soccer specifically? And I do wonder if it just if there's an uptick from this, because it feels like there is a wave of fandom in soccer that could stick around in this country for a while.
From my experience, it's all about how good the U.S. is playing. Mm-hmm. When our team's in contention, they have the support. When they're not, they typically don't. So it's really that simple in my mind. I think the last World Cup, the other thing that was against us was just the timing of the games. Didn't quite match up, just given where they were playing in the world. Obviously, with it being in North America, primarily here in the U.S. With this one, it matches our schedules much better. It makes it easier for us to actually follow the games. But having U.S. win some matches, look good, never hurts things.
We'll run through a little bit of the do you have any specials or anything different with the U.S. game going on tonight?
So right now there is a promotion going. Bet $1, get $2.50 back if the U.S. reaches the round of 16, based on what we just told you on those odds, minus 310. Looking very likely that happens. So if you log in, that's one of the promotions up at the top. You can get all the details there. There are some other profit boosts that are live for the day, not just for World Cup, but for some other sports as well. And then for the U.S. game, similar to the game where Justin's at, you have other options of just winning the game. You have goals scored, you have saves, assists, corners. So there's a lot of things you can dive into that way. And then once the match starts, you have in-game or live wagering for all of these matches as well.
And y'all are still doing the super sub, right? If a player enters and ends up leaving, the bet continues to who goes in for them, correct?
That is correct,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And all the details on that you can find under, but that's a really fun one. You just laid it out basically as simple as you can, but it's a fun one, and it's a way that keeps people maybe from not having some bad luck, ruin their wager there.
Well, it's pretty. World Cup's got to be the most popular thing going on right now. But of course, baseball, golf on the weekends, a little bit of WNBA. But right now, World Cup is that the most popular thing on Oaklawn Sports?
Gotta be.
World Cup is definitely what people are paying attention to. Day in, day out, soccer is not one of the top, at least not in our specific area of the country. Other areas of the country, it is more wagered on, more paid attention to. But to your point, you do have some PGA. You have the Travelers this weekend. Scotty Scheffler, your favorite there at plus 440. Matt Fitzpatrick, your second choice at 950. Wimbledon kicks off in the next week. So those futures are on the board. Center, your favorite at -190 on the men's side. Sabalenka is your favorite on the women's side at +340. So a tennis major just around the corner. I believe that starts on the 29th. We have F1 and NASCAR, so they're racing over in Austria this weekend. Kimi Antonelli for Mercedes is your favorite at +170. And then they have the Toyota Save Mart for NASCAR. So there are still some things going on. Obviously, MLB right in the middle of their season, so that's something people paying attention to. College baseball just wrapped up, but still get some baseball. And then people are starting to look forward to those futures in football and basketball. So when we're looking at college football and NFL, for college football, you have a few of the Razorback games on the board, as well as some future odds. And then for basketball, you have future odds. Razorbacks right now 22-1 to win the national championship in college basketball.
Zach, we'll leave it there. Look forward to talking more about the World Cup and baseball and some of these futures, too, because it is magazine season for the college football fans, that's for sure. Zach Gilliam from Oaklawn Sports, thanks for coming on today.
Thanks, Zach.
Yes, y'all have a wonderful weekend.
See you, Zach. I almost bought a college football magazine the other day. It was $17. I'm like, the only thing I'm spending $17 for is Hooten's Arkansas football.
Oh, come on! You've got $17 in dimes in your couch, don't you?
That's true, but it's the principle.
Big
Phil.
ass couch.
Yes, that's it. But I am excited about football, especially since our
I just can't purchase a whole bunch of them either. You know, I'll
Yeah.
buy the Phil Steele magazine, and that's about it.
Lindy's, Street and Smith. I used to
Well,
grew up on all those.
it's crazy to want $17 for a medium you're trying to keep alive, brother. Like, don't.
Dude,
how
magazines
you gonna do that?
are almost dead.
I know.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
why
but you've got to have with
charge
your magazine. Like,
17 to do it.
Phil, and I don't mean to be an ad here for Phil Steele, but along with buying the publication, you get online access too.
Which is where everything obviously has moved. Yes.
But here's the thing, it's like all that information, it's only good up until the first game of the season. And then about after that, you just got to go by what you're seeing.
I laughed at you yesterday when you were trying to talk the caller down from the ledge. Said, can we not talk about who's the early ranked
one, yeah.
baseball teams since we don't even know who the rosters are
We're
yet?
worried
I'm
about
like-
getting guys through the draft right now.
I'm like, really? I mean, well, I'm upset. They were only 6th instead of 4th. I'm like, wait, you know,
That's why all those way too. That's why they call all those stories the day after the championship is figured out. Way too early.
it
top
is way too
25.
early. That's right.
Never too early to be excited.
Let's do some of these texts here before we wrap up this segment, and we'll wrap up the show and talk with Wes Moore and do what's on tap in the next segment. Got a listener who's got 7 Beatle albums that wants to sell.
Ooh.
Facebook Marketplace probably be the best way to do that, is my guess, because I'm not sure if we'll be able to find people. You know, we can't, like, it's not dial a trade.
Are you a vinyl man?
I mean, I don't have a vinyl player now, but I grew up listening to them.
Yeah, same.
All the Beatles that I listened to growing up, it's all vinyl.
My kids have turned into vinylites. They love that stuff.
Everything old is new again.
Thank you.
That's a fact.
It is coming back around. Everything comes back around.
More text here. Chris says Rubber Soul is really where it starts to get interesting. That's right. Rubber Soul
Great album.
is where it gets very interesting with the Beatles.
By interesting, do you mean when they do more drugs?
Dr. Robert. Go listen to the song Dr. Robert. It was a dentist that was putting acid in their orange juice.
Awesome.
True story.
Text out of the 606 wants to know, Moose, where did you get your Razorback shirt from?
Ooh, like a flea market somewhere.
That looks like a flea market shirt from the 90s.
Dude, I appreciate you recognizing this.
Old school.
I snag stuff like this everywhere I go. When it's not too pricey. People like to just quadruple the price on these things.
So we're
But
bringing
when
up
you find
naming,
something cheap, I love
naming
them.
rights to stadiums. The story goes, and thanks to H2 for texting in, because I'd read about it but forgotten we were talking about Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Originally, August Busch wanted to call it Budweiser Park.
Really?
But Major League Baseball wouldn't let him do that, so they created Busch Beer instead.
I did not
and
know
put
that.
the name Busch on the stadium.
Why not Budweiser,
Very
but Bush is
interesting.
okay?
Because his last name was Busch.
Busch.
And they just say we're just naming it
Oh,
after
I see,
the
I see,
owner.
I see, I see. Okay.
Maybe he could have changed his name to August Budweiser, and then it just could have been Budweiser on the stadium.
Legally.
Worked just fine.
Mike Shannon was pounding down that Budweiser when he was calling games with Jack Buck. He was, I think he drank a little bit during the games like Harry Carey.
Harry Carey had water in his cup.
Did he really?
Half the time that you thought beer was in his
Well,
cup.
he certainly sold it well.
He wanted you to think he was drinking.
I think Mike Shannon was drinking.
There's a very good chance he was. That was an acquired taste, too. I eventually acquired a taste for enjoying listeing to Mike Shannon,
I
though
did
it
too.
took some time.
Yeah, he was different. He was different.
We'll be back in a moment. Wrap up the zone. Stay with us.
That's why
Justin Acri for Guatney Chevrolet out in Jacksonville, and I have special deals to tell you about in the month of June. And even if you're someone who isn't necessarily thinking about a truck, let me entice you potentially with the deals on Silverados. How about 0% interest on a brand new Silverado from Guatney Chevrolet for 5 full years? Yes, I said 5 years. 0 interest on new Silverados. But that's not where the deal ends. They also are offering no payments on Silverados for 120 days. So you get behind the wheel today, you don't start paying for it for 120 days, and the 2026 Silverado Crew Cab 4-wheel drive starts at just $46,997. And you're thinking, boy, you know what? That's a pretty darn good deal. But guess what? I even have more. Purchase now and get it done before July 4th, and they're also going to give you a $250 gift card on top of all that, celebrating America's 250th birthday the right way at Guatney Chevrolet. So, 0% interest for 5 years, no payments for 120 days, and a $250 gift card. Also great deals on tracks and a whole lot more. It's at one place. It's in Jacksonville. Get off of the James Street exit and start saving now at Guatney Chevrolet. They're online with their entire inventory at GuatneyChevrolet.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
If you are looking for a safe and loving home for you or your loved one, visit Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center. Just 15 minutes from Little Rock and Benton, our skilled nursing staff is dedicated to providing quality long-term care and short-term therapy. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com. You can call Heartland home.
Shipments of spring and summer fashions are arriving at Bell & Sword. That means swimwear from Saks, Peter Noir golf wear and shirts, Johnny O's store within a store. Be sure to check out the Faraday line and Martin Dingman shoes and leather goods. So hurry in for a great value on quality men's clothing at Bell & Sword for your spring and summer items, and you'll look fantastic. Bell & Sword, 1011 Oak Street in downtown Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
Looking for a lunch spot that's fast, fun, and won't wreck your wallet? Head to Brewski's Pub and Grub with locations in downtown Little Rock and North Little Rock. The Brewski's babes are serving up ice-cold drinks, smash burgers, loaded fries, wings, wraps, and more. Fast enough for your lunch break and priced right every day of the week. Escape the office and grab lunch with friends. Brewski's, the spot for good vibes, great food, and quick service. Brewski's Downtown and Brewski's North Little Rock open daily at 11. Brewski's, your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night.
To celebrate their partnership with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, your Arkansas Chevy dealers are giving away a 2027 Chevy Silverado 1500. For complete rules and to register to win, current Arkansas Game and Fish license holders should visit ChevySweepstakes.com/Arkansas Truck Hunt or see your Arkansas's best Chevy dealer for more details. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents 18 years or older who reside in Arkansas. Contest ends 12/31/26. Void where prohibited.
It's Justin Acri for CertaPro Painters, and when it comes to your home, you want it done right. That's why homeowners trust CertaPro Painters for professional painting and a worry-free process from start to finish. Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with $250 off projects of $2,500 or more when you schedule by July 10th. From free estimates and reliable communication to quality craftsmanship at the right price. CertaPro Painters takes pride in exceeding expectations. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
John Daly joins the mayhem Tuesday mornings, courtesy of Honda of Russellville, Arkansas's #1 Honda dealership. From Goldwing trikes to side-by-sides, Honda of Russellville has an inventory no one else has. Check it out at HondaofRussellville.com.
Justin Acri for my friends at Oaklawn, and we've got some great things happening in this great month of June. Earn entries every day in June for your chance to win cash prizes for a brand new 2025 Bennington 24 MSP party barge with a Yamaha 200 HP motor and trailer from Futural Marine. The grand prize giveaway is coming up on the 27th, this Saturday. So play your way at Oaklawn and come join the fun. You do have to be an Oaklawn Rewards member, and you can go to Oaklawn.com for more information. It's, of course, the place where you can find a 24/7 smoke-free casino, all the fun games, slot machines, live table games, blackjack, roulette, craps, baccarat, and so much more. And they've got great headliner entertainment coming up. We're just a couple weeks out from Sawyer Brown, July 17th. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin evening coming up Friday, August 28th. Amy Grant on September 18th. Cooper Allen's been announced for September. And the Celtic Woman Silver Bells Christmas Tour coming up December 17th. Tickets for those all at Oaklawn.com. Book your room. Find out more about restaurants and the spa. It's all at Oaklawn. It's fun year-round, even when the horses are not running. Go to Oaklawn.com for details.
Let's get back to more of the show in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio with your hosts, Justin Acree and Phil Elson.
Okay, gotta talk more sports with you.
On the Buzz Radio Network.
Off with your head. Dance to your dead. Heads will roll. Heads will roll. Heads will roll on the floor. Glitter on the wet streets. Silver over everything. The river's all wet.
What's on Tap? Highlighting the biggest sporting events each day is brought to you by Flyway Brewing, with locations in Argenta, Breckenridge Village, Memphis, and Fayetteville. For more info, go to flywaybrewing.com. Fresh beer starts there. Follow the migration.
What's on Tap brought to you by Flyway Brewing. And today on our stations, the Travs in San Antonio on Buzz 2, 620 airtime with Stephen Davis. The Recruiting Intelligence Report with Fitz Hill and Marcus Elliott will be at 7 o'clock on the Buzz, thanks to West Rock Coffee. Let's see, elsewhere, baseball, Royals TV airing the Royals and Tampa Bay. Cardinals TV has Arizona and St. Louis. For FIFA World Cup, 3 o'clock on Fox, Ecuador and Germany. FS1 has Curacao and Ivory Coast. 6 o'clock, it's the Justin Acrees against Tunisia at 6 on Fox. Japan and Sweden at FS1. 9 o'clock, Team USA and Turkey, or Turkey, in the Democrat Gazette. That's on Fox. FS1 shows Paraguay and Australia. And that's pretty much the things that are worth watching today.
Premiere of The Bear tonight on TV.
Oh, is this the last? Is this the fourth season of The Bear?
Final, fifth, I think.
I still have to watch the. I think I still have to watch the third season.
It got not funny. Like after it won a comedy Emmy, then it got real not funny for a couple years, and now it's kind of funny again.
Do I want to watch the unfunny seasons or just skip over to the last one?
I mean, it's still good TV, but it's real artsy-fartsy, if you know what I mean. I don't know how else to describe it than that.
I mean, it was an enjoyable show.
I like it.
But I just end up losing shows. I am still stuck in the middle and have not gotten past the middle of Ted Lasso. But yet I'm still watching the World Cup like I'm interested in it anyway.
You and I are the exact opposite. I cannot. If I've started, I'll watch just a piece of crap till the end just because I'm invested. I hate it. It pisses me off that I do that.
So I'm somebody that will fully enjoy the program and then just for some reason stop watching it in the middle of it. And there are books that I have enjoyed and stopped before I even finished them. I don't know. It's like that would be like covering Arkansas baseball throughout the entire season. But yet when it's time to go to Omaha, I just go somewhere else. Something tells me I wouldn't keep the job. Wes,
I've started Peaky Blinders and absolutely love it.
Peaky Blinders.
Now, I've done the same thing with Peaky Blinders, Wes. I've watched 2 seasons. I think it's fantastic. I have not started the third.
I just started the third last night, and I couldn't wait. It gets better. Really?
You have to watch it on subtitles, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Everything I watch is on subtitles.
So see, all right, Moose hates them.
I hate subtitles.
But you can't watch Peaky Blinders without subtitles. Truthfully, it's like watching some of these soccer matches. I feel like I need subtitles for the announcers every once in a while, too.
I finally got to the movie.
I'm like, where was I during the Peaky Blinders craze? How come I didn't know about this until 2 weeks ago?
It's probably during football season.
Maybe
but
so.
we have streaming apps. But that's exactly right.
That's what happens.
That's why this happens to me, because I say, you know what? I got too much to do right now. It's football season, but then it's basketball season, and then it's baseball season, and then I just forgot to watch the thing again.
There's 4 or 5 on my list that it's always like, okay, cool, I'll knock it out in the summer. Knock it out in the summer when all the sports are off, and now World Cup is completely taken over for me and still behind.
Moose and I are actually going to watch a full movie together once today is done on the Zone. We're watching the new Jackass movie.
Jackass, the Justin Acree story.
Oh, okay.
It's a biopic.
Somebody would like to hit him in the
with a shopping cart.
Will you please save that for Monday when he's back?
Yes, of course.
On a Zone Rewind, because I think he'd agree with you too. Wes, what you got going on and out of bounds?
Pretty cool interview today. Jamal Anderson, former Razorback defensive end, grew up at Parkview, or went to Parkview. His son's a big soccer player, up and coming, and Jamal's all into soccer now, so we thought this would be a great day just to catch up with Jamal Anderson, find out what he's up to and how his son's doing.
He could be the next Antonio Freeman.
Could be, yes. Or what's his son's name?
Alex.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool story, too. Also, Matt Jones, WholeHogSports.com at 1:30. Dave Van Horn had his press conference this morning, tried to catch everybody up with what's been going on in the offseason. We'll hear from Matt. Also talk a little bit about the stadium naming rights. Seems like a lot of people, it's just like, well, whatever, But I think what we're missing still,
dollars,
details. It's hard to get excited or care about something you don't know.
Well, and I thought this was something that could be FOIA, but people have texted in and said because this is a Learfield deal, it's private. You can't FOIA that.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
The dollar figures come out eventually, though.
Somebody will leak it. Also, Richard Davenport, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, talking Razorback recruiting about both football and basketball.
Question of the day basically was, do you like the name for Community America Razorback Stadium? And most people are like, don't matter to me. It's okay. That's great.
You paid, we'll take it.
Stay tuned for Out of Bounds. We are back in studio tomorrow with another Acre-free zone.
Thanks, Pigskin.
Richard sent me this picture.
Hey, folks, this is Mitch Ward, proudly